Hello there, my beautiful movie peeps, and welcome to the Friday live stream in the good old month of February, where, if you can hear that, Chrissy Pooh's still a little sick, but we're pushing through that, my guys, because this week was an insanely special week. Oh, not because Fantastic Four, Jurassic World Rebirth, or even the Smurfs got a Smurfin trailer. No, this week, your boy turned unk status. Yesterday was my good old birthday, guys, and that is when I became the man I am today. I see some of you already remember. Thank you. You're the real ones. You're the ones I'm going to leave in my will whenever the channel passes. And Mr. Cat Neo, you will be tasked with continuing the YouTube 3C channel. That's how it goes. You remember my birthday? You get all this glory. How are you guys doing, my beautiful movie peeps? I honestly did not know if the month of February I was even going to be able to do streams. I got hit with that sickness at the beginning of February, so that put me out. Today isn't my birthday. That was yesterday, but today, coincidentally, is the birthday of my lady. We're back to back next to each other. Maybe we have the same parents. Do I roll that way? Am I revealing I'm married to my sister? Nah, come on. That's kind of crazy, though. Kind of crazy that the person I ended up with birthday right next to each other. And then on the 14th, next February, is Valentine's Day. I got a commitment to be there. So it's surprising I even was able to get you guys some live streams this month. And we're going to get things going, baby. So, yes, yesterday was Papa 3C's birthday. Today's Lady 3C's birthday. So make sure you also wishing her happy birthday in the chat, because she be modding. And she's right now 5 big booms for my birthday. Oh, I turned 30, so we might have to do 30 booms, which is an unprecedented amount of booms. That many booms might disrupt the space-time continuum. So we'll just do one big boom. I hear the echo chambers going off. The Rizzler has just been activated. He's turned on and going, the boom is near. And Chris is now 30. Oh, yeah. So just there. I don't like to make a big deal of special attention, but if you want to wish me a happy belated, hey, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. So, yeah, yesterday was the day. I can't believe I'm 30, man. Oh, it does not feel real, guys, okay? I don't know what kind of, like, worldly advice a 30-year-old could give you. I still feel 19, all right? Joke with me all you want. You know, bust out your jokes that, I thought you were 40. You looked 50, buddy. I still feel 19. I still feel like a kid. The fact that at this age, my dad had me and I was a 10-year-old, I cannot imagine having my own little 10-year-old running around that I would have to take care of. I could hardly take care of myself. You do not want to see the slop I was in while I was sick last week. I can't imagine taking care of another one. Okay, somebody being nice. You look 21. You know what? I'll take that. I'm very happy with getting told that. Right now, I just came back from a little birthday dinner with some family, so your boy's looking fit. Fit check. Right here. Someone can edit in like a rap song or something. Just something really cool. You know somebody's gonna edit in like the Backyardigans song or something like that. Something so uncool. No, but yeah, I love you guys. Today I want to say I have some topics. I really don't have that many. We were mainly bombarded this week with just awesome trailers, and I got breakdowns for you on the channel on that. But some of the things I did want to discuss here is we got a trailer for the Smurfs, man. Oh my goodness, I sat there and watched. I'll get into it. We got a trailer for the Smurfs. We got a trailer for a movie I am so scared to talk about on here because I don't know how I could talk about this without the monetize or even showing you the trailer. But if you were a fan of Sausage Party, we got something called Spermagedan coming your way, and I cannot believe this is a real movie. We got some reports coming out. Sam Wilson is going to be the one leading the Avengers in Doomsday and Secret Wars. Gonna talk about that. And well, since now we have trailers for Superman, Fantastic Four, and Jurassic World, movies that are coming out back to back to back in July, who is winning that month and who had the best trailer? Oh, we're gonna be talking about that, man. We're gonna be talking about all that. So yeah, what the F is right, man? When I saw that thing, eyes needed to be cleansed, holy water needed to be spread, and somebody needs to be arrested for that movie, man. Okay. I have not checked out the latest Invincible episodes. I was busy because I was given the last episodes for Cobra Kai. So your boy has actually seen the ending for Cobra Kai. I'm not allowed to talk about or give my thoughts yet. I will once the embargo for that is up. But after today's live stream, I'm going to check out the Invincible episodes, though. I'm definitely excited. Someone said definitely not Smurfs. I don't know. Smurfs, we will check it out. Is Smurf have at least a better trailer than Spermageddon? How many times am I allowed to say Spermageddon for this just live stream just kapoofs into nothing, right? So, all right. Let's just get into it, my gals and girls. And again, excuse me if throughout this live stream I have to end up coughing and whatnot. I'm still dealing with that. It's such a pain in the butt, but hey, your boy's trying to push through. Your boy's trying to push through. All right, so we got the trailer for Smurfs, and you know what? I like the Smurfs growing up. It was past my time, but I remember they would have the Smurfs cartoon playing on Boomerang when I was a kid. And I would watch an occasional episodes. Oh, it looks like they got some of that. But this was the Smurfs I watched, though. I guess the ones that ran from 81 to 90. I would see reruns of it. I was not alive during that time when that show was on, though. I was born 95. As per the 30th birthday. Okay. Jeez. All right. Do I want attention? No. You brought it up, not me. Okay. But I was like, I remember checking out those episodes and I remember liking them, being into them, thinking the Smurfs were funny, entertaining. And at one point, the Smurfs were huge. My dad, who did grow up watching it as a kid and stuff like that, he would tell me the Smurfs were a big deal, that everybody knew Smurfs. And I guess in Mexico, they were a big thing and people would buy the little toys and whatnot. And you'd have your little collections. Smurfs was a big deal back in the day. I don't know what happened now. But now we got the trailer for this one. They're trying a third time with the Smurfs because we've had two live action movies where they like went into our world and then an animated one that came out in like 2017 or something like that. Okay, I sat there and I watched this trailer. I don't mind the animation. I'm actually not crazy about it. If anything, I like the animation of the previous Smurf movie. What was that one called? Let's open that one. And see what that trailer looked like. Smurf 2000. Oh, it was 11? No, it had to be like 17. It has to be like 2017 trailer. I think the animation of this movie, I much more prefer it. Like this, just vibrant, lively. I can't remember or tell you anything about it, but this look of the Smurfs, way better. I don't know. I like the way they look here. Just the detail and whatnot. Very modernized. Here, I'm not a big fan of this, like, almost like watercolor or like paper cutout look. But, dude, okay. I sat there watching this trailer, jaw slowly going open, and I'm just like, oh my God, this looks awful. This looks so bad. What happened? Why is it impossible to make a Smurf movie, man? Because they got a freaking influencer Smurf in the house. We got Rihanna, who's going to play Smurfette. It feels like she's always ends up being the biggest character. But the fact that they threw in people, okay, so they have Grouchy, classic Smurf. Who doesn't like good old Grouchy Smurf? Got to be in there being a hater. That's fine. What are we doing now? Influencer Smurf? The amount of jokes I've also seen online about influencer Smurf have got me laughing a little too hard at something where it's like, well, Chris, you're technically influencer. You shut your mouth. I'm not no influencer with these kind of jokes right here. Let's see these. Okay. Influencer Smurf after being caught smurfing a Smurf. He smurfed a Smurf. Hey, at least he didn't Smurf her, though, right? He Smurfed her, but he didn't Smurf her. That's all right. We got people gunning down freaking influencer Smurf in the middle of the street. Influencer Smurf death. We can monetize that video. We can stretch that out. Influencer Smurf being killed. We got moist critical influencer Smurf. No, because why influencer Smurf? I can't even imagine those kind of videos. So I'm gonna do my best Charlie impression. Okay. So whenever you Smurf and you wound up Smurfing a Smurf, this is one of those times where it's gotten pretty Smurfy. And I know Smurf. Influencer Smurf videos, they're very well done. We got robot chicken episodes. Those are honestly, that's where a lot of my Smurf knowledge comes in. Robot chicken episodes where they do things with the Smurf, and that stuff is way funnier than anything that modern movies have done with Smurfs. Let's see what else was here. Didn't influencer Smurf get exposed for having 50 Smurf bites of Smurf in his Smurf drive? Why does he still have a stable career? Why is this what influencers are known for? Why can't we all just be saving the world and making people laugh? Why do we have to touch kids? I already hate this movie. What the F is influencer Smurf? All aboard the toxic Smurf train. Gonna get you smurfing on my Smurf. Make sure you Smurf it. Oh gosh, no, not this. If something with an influencer Smurf, they gave them an influencer Smurf. They had the balls to give all the village of 100 fantasy creatures that is supposed to stay hidden an influencer Smurf. That is actually a good point. Smurfs are supposed to be hidden and not seen, and they introduce one Smurf whose job it is to get all the attention. If by the end of this stream on the Reddit, we do not have 3C Smurf on there, shockingly disappointed in you guys. You guys are slacking. And the Reddit was popping. I'm definitely going to check it out later. The Reddit was popping with some really good stuff. I think, in fact, here, I saved this video because I couldn't believe. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I was like, these are my people. These are the ones right here. This is the kind of stuff that was keeping me alive through my right there. Look, Smurf and Smurf. I Smurfed a Smurf. Check out Superman, July 2025. That's good stuff. So I don't get it, man. This is all just these jokes continue. Influencer Smurfed minors, by the way. Influencer Smurf. You're a Smurfophile. It's the same joke in 20 different languages. I want to beat influencer Smurf to death with a rock. Oh my god. 91K likes. Yeah, I don't know why they thought that's a good idea. Like, obviously, these movies are geared towards a younger kid, and kids nowadays want to be an influencer for the fun. For the fun, not for Smurf and Smurfs. But dude, just nothing about this trailer spoke to me. And they're doing the thing where it's like half animated movie, half then thrown into the real world. People are really thinking they're going to end up pulling the sponge out of water thing, where if you remember that movie, that SpongeBob out of water movie, they only go to the real world like the last 10, 15 minutes of that movie. Would not be surprised if a similar situation happens here, where these Smurfs are Smurfing and a Smurf in the animated Smurf world, and then they get to Smurfing in the live Smurfs, and then they Smurf. You could do a lot with that word, man. It could mean anything. It should be our new word. Why is a turtle with them? Somebody Smurf that turtle. Roger, we need to get a Smurf on the turtle. The turtle needs to be Smurfed ASAP. So I don't know, man. I wanted to give this a chance. Dude, what is this? What are you doing to the Smurfs? This could this brand could be something. Somebody is holding the Smurfs hostage. Somebody believes the Smurfs can be something amazing, but they keep coming out with mediocre movie after mediocre movie, and this just did not do it for me. Like, I was hoping this could at least be half decent. I remember seeing the trailer for The Lost Village, and I'll be honest with you, boy didn't even check it out. I still have not seen it, so I don't even know if this is worth it. But when this trailer came out, I was like, okay, I could see someone liking that. I could see someone being into that. Clearly didn't do it for people though, because now we're back to this Smurfing thing. So Smurfs, are you gonna be Smurfing a Smurf? And if you are you using Smurfs? Papa would like to. We need a Smurfussy. That's the best way to end this segment, man. That's the best way to end, because this next trailer we're gonna talk about is not gonna make things better. All right, chat, hold on to your butts, because I cannot believe this next trailer that got released to the world. So first, we need to talk about the poster for this thing, and I'm just a bit of warning. I know we was making all our jokes and have a little bit of fun. This is where we get into some of the weird territory. This is a real animated movie, so let's just get on to that. I'm so scared about what's about to pop up here. Jeez Louise. Okay, this is a real poster for a movie called Spermagedan, and I think I'm just gonna call it Mageddon at this point, because if I say that word over and over, this video's just dead. And it's basically Sausage Party meets Osmosis Jones. You guys remember that? Osmosis, a great movie. Love that movie with Bill Murray. I think Chris Rock is the voice. Honestly, head of its time. I remember even watching the cartoon show and liking it. But this movie was about like the inside body of like a person, and like what happens when they get sick or hit with a virus, and it personifies, you know, your white blood cells, and like a pill coming in and protecting you. It was honestly a great concept for a show. Really awesome movie. They also had a show, that's why I said that. But I remember loving this movie, thinking it was cool, awesome concept. Well, have you ever wanted to see that, but with the miracle of life being made? Well, buddy, old boy, Spermageddon is gonna be your movie. Dude, I'm so scared to watch this trailer, so we're gonna watch this cautiously, and hopefully we don't get taken down, guys. The trailer is insane. The trailer is. I might have to watch it in double speed. Okay. I have to pause at a certain point. So we're not going to listen to any sound because it's not needed. But it basically follows two teenagers at camp. And there you go. Okay. Boys and girls, this is where we have a little chat. We get together. Your mom and dad should have done this for you, but I'm going to be the one to do it for you, because as influencer, I can talk to you about these things. I'm qualified. I'm certified. Oh, after this, some insanity happens that I have to fast forward through. Right there, you could see the little screenshots, and then life begins to happen, and we follow the inside of little people trying to make their way to an egg so that they can then birth life. This is a real movie. Somebody animated is coming to theaters. There is a much longer trailer I am also terrified to check out, because it's probably filled. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I did check it out. I skimmed through it. You get flat out animated balls. You get pants with no dance scenes. Things get a little crazy in this movie. It's full on Sausage Party. It's adult. It's raunchy. And look, it trying to be open-minded. The jeez. Not a bad idea, right? If you like Osmosis Jones, seeing this and having the miracle life and like what could go down on that, and the adventure of a little guy. We were all little guys. If you think about it, we were all little guys. You watching this stream, we were all at this point someday, and we won that race. Hey, give me 5. You made it. You crossed the finish line. That's why you're here. Who didn't cross the finish line? Probably could have been a doctor. Probably could have solved cancer. But you made it instead, and you're choosing to spend your Friday watching 3C. So, continuing on with Spermageddon, I'm going to read like the wiki of this, because it's just Oh my god. Caution to the wise when searching something like this, but all right. Looking at it here. So, we have here Spermagedan is a 2024 Norwegian adult animated musical sexual comedy. It's directed by Tommy Workall, who actually did Violent Night, the movie with David Harbour where he's Santa Claus and he fights his way through. Pretty cool movie. He did this movie as well. The film consists of two plot lines, one focusing on a teenage couple having lovely time for the first time, and the other on Simon the Seaman. Simon the Seaman and his friends in the quest for the egg. Si- I don't even remember the name of the sausage and sausage. Was it Sam the Sausage? Was it was Sonny the Sausage? But we have Simon the Seaman. Okay, let's move forward. The film has been reported to be in the veins of Sausage Party and describe our work as both a road movie and an epic adventure movie, much like Lord of the Oh yes, Lord of the Rings. We all remember Frodo, Bilbo, and Simon the Seaman joining them on their quest for my precious. Only the precious on this hand, and it pretty sticky. We have here, and this is the part that killed me. It is for elder kids. I don't think kids should at all be targeted for this thing, and adults. I think what you meant to say is teenagers and adults. Elder kids. That's a weird way to phrase teenagers. Lisa and Jen's a teenage couple prepared to have love for the first time. During this, Simon and Sperm and his friends must go on a daring journey. Some people have seen this movie too, by the way. And it is rocking. This is also the crazy part. It is rocking an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. 7 reviews, by the way. So out of these 7, I think only one of them was, oh my God. Let's read this review. Employ the term "gump," but the filmmakers managed to keep things fast-paced and funny enough until we reach the final climax. Who is creating this? Why is this what we're doing? I am all up for R-rated animated movies. I had fun with Sausage Party. Were those last 15 minutes traumatizing? Yes, but it was also kind of revealing, and it showed me things about myself I never knew. But it's also like, is that the only thing we can do with R-rated animation? Why is it when it turns into, all right, fine, you can have an R-rated movie? Because this isn't the only one of its kind. I still want to see it, but this movie has been like shelved. Uh, it's called Fix, the animated movie. I talked about this before. It's a movie about a dog who's about to get his balls, beep, 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 just like you do for any dog, get them fixed. And so it's the last day before that operation. Buddy Boy's gonna run out and doggy style his smurfing way across town. And I'm like, okay, that's funny, that's cool. The movie's have been seen by some people and they like it, but also has no release date right now. Have no idea if the public will ever see it or if it'll end up being a tax write-off of some sort. But it's also like, why is that the only thing we can come up with when it comes to an R-rated animated movie? Where's the R-rated animated movie that's just about the bloody violence, or a horror movie? Why does it have to only be sexual innuendo, super adult stuff like that? I know Sausage Party set that bar, but it's like, I'd like to see the zombie movie or the action movie where you can animate some really gory sequences and don't have to focus on this kind of humor. Like, there's way more things you could do with R-rated animation than just Spermageddon. Spermageddon. So, I don't know. It's pretty funny. There's a full-length trailer out there. It's in Norwegian. So, it's not going to be in a language you understand right now. I'm sure they'll have the English dub at some point. But if I have to end up watching this, I'll see if I can talk about it on the channel. I'm going to need a sponsor because that video is getting demonetized, probably just like this live stream did. I need to know from you guys, what do you think about this movie? Are you at all interested? Do you like the idea? If you saw the trailer without the things I censored, are you in? And if you are you wearing a glove? Okay. That's the end of how we're talking about that. Let's move on now to some other things. There was a report going around that Sam Wilson will lead the Avengers. And there's a lot right now I want to talk about with this upcoming Captain America movie. So, a report came out from Collider, pretty good, saying Sam will lead the Avengers in Doomsday and Secret Wars. And so, we're getting this growing reports or numbers now about who is going to be the leader in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. And also, I have to make a little bit of a correction because we had what should we call it, Benedict Cumberbatch talking about how Doctor Strange was not gonna be in Doomsday, and he ended up coming in and doing an interview and saying, "Oh no, I was mistaken. I am gonna be in that movie." Over here trying to find the report. I can't seem to find it right now, but he did come back in an interview and said, "No, I was mistaken. I am gonna be in that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, so good." I was like, "I need Stephen Strange in there. It'd be nice to have him. It'd suck if he wasn't going to be in Doomsday." So he's going to be in there, and Sam Wilson is going to lead. I like this idea of Sam Wilson leading because he is Captain America, and I always like to envision Captain America being the one setting out the commands. But things right now that have been going on with this Captain America movie, I am getting very worried. I don't know how many of you guys have been seeing some of the recent clips that they've been releasing for this film. It is not. I am like, who is deciding on these clips? So let's watch a few of them together, and let's see genuinely, trying to remain unbiased. Are these the things that make us want to go and watch this movie? So let me go ahead and get this set up for you guys. That way we can get this all rid up. Okay. All right. Stop screen sharing. All right. Share screen. We get this going. Doctor Strange. Okay. Because I saw some of these clips and I was pretty devastated. Okay, so this is the first one, minute long. I was like, all right, cool. We get some action scene. We're going to see some of this. Oh, boy. Okay. To me, that was a really rough clip. That actually was the first piece of marketing footage from this movie that actually made me go, oh, that's the tone. That's the vibe of this. That was not like everything so far that they've been showing of this movie. I think genuinely, I thought looked pretty cool. Like if we go to a lot of like the trailers, especially some of the most recent ones, where they're really painting the picture of it being an espionage, meaning like how do you say, like having the vibes of like, you know, Winter Soldier and things like that. To me, it matched that level, and I kind of see excuse me, and I want to see like what ends up happening. And I'm rooting for Sam Wilson, and I feel like like I know some people are like complaining like he doesn't even have the serum, he needs it, like what's this regular guy just doing that? And I'm like, no, that's kind of honorable. I feel like there's something cool about Sam Wilson where he doesn't need that. This clip, to me, it was just all like it screamed of reshoots. This I do not think was in the final product. It feels very like done last minute in a weird way. I'm not. I know Sam Wilson isn't Steve Rogers, but there is like a level of a personality I would like with a Captain America, and I don't know, just the cursing here. I was like, I don't know. Just
Nope, nope, let's get this over with. I got shit to do today.
I don't know. To me, like I'm like, oh man, I want to see him feel more like once you put on that suit. Sorry guys, I got this dang cough. Give me a second. Okay. Once you put on the suit, you know, it's like you are then becoming a symbol. You are honoring. You are becoming something to show off. And I know no one's watching and all that stuff, so he's allowed to curse. But it just felt like all right. And this part here with Joaquin, this did not look great. I'm rooting for him as the Falcon, and I want to see what his new interpretation looks like. But this just was like, ugh, theater with audience laughing, but just us watching it in the silence with the woo-hoo-hoo doesn't work well for me. I don't know. To me, this really really did not end up working for me. It really made me go like, dang, this is the real tone of the movie. This is what it's actually going to feel like, not what the trailers have been painting or what it's going to end up looking like. And so we have other clips. Let me see if I can find them. Brave New World clip. And the other one, I mean, it just like not the other trailer, the other clip that they showed off, it wasn't even a bad clip. It was just kind of like a why. Out of everything you could have shown, why is this what you chosen? So here's a clip. Okay, again, not a bad clip, nothing in here that screamed horrible in terms of like what the last clip did for me, but it did make me go like, out of everything, why is this a clip you release? What about this sells the movie? What about this makes anyone go, oh, okay, now I'm in? Like, is it the Air Force One comparisons? You know, because Harrison Ford was in a famous Air Force One movie. What was the catch here? Sorry guys. So I don't know, like that's the kind of stuff right now where I'm worried about with this movie. The things have not really been making it that exciting for me. Dude, give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm so sorry. Sickness, man. It took over my life for a week, and now I can't freaking stop the coughs whenever they come. Okay, it should be gone now. I don't know. So I know I'm being like obviously very nitpicky on this and all that, but it's just because like I really want this movie to do well. I do not want it to fail. I want people to give it a chance and to actually succeed because I think Sam Wilson as a character could be really cool. But oh, dude, this movie's not doing it any favors, and I'm hoping I'm wrong because that clip, the one right before that I showed you, is the first clip where I went, "Oh no, that's if that's what the whole movie feels like, it is going to be a rough go for the rest of that film." I'm hoping it kind of portrays more. And, you know, more people are also talking about this scene with Red Hulk. There's rumors that it's only like a 5-10 minute scene, and they're marketing that thing so much. Hopefully there's a good amount of Red Hulk in there, if not with whatever the big villain of the film on that. Okay, let's scoot out of this. All right, and now we'll talk about these big old trailers that just dropped and how. Oh, dude, I just did the exact same thing. My dumb butt. That way I don't always have to be flipping the screen. Okay, good stuff. So, the month of July, baby, it's going to be crazy. July 2025, we have a lot of big movies. 3 big movies, in fact, okay? Here we are. We have Jurassic World Rebirth, Superman, and the Fantastic Four. All right. We have now also finally seen all 3 trailers for this movie. And this is the month that a lot of people have been debating who is going to be the winner of this month. Who is going to get the most eyeballs, the most attention? I think now that we can do all this, that we've seen all this, we can make a pretty good assessment on who's going to end up being. Someone said the Smurfs. Is the Smurfs come out in July? Please don't tell me. What's the Smurf release date? Smurfs release date for 2025. It's in July. Oh, dude, oh my God. July 18th, 2025. The Smurfs. No, we never expected the Smurfs coming, but they're going to Smurf their way up Superman Smurfer. Good thing he's got a super Smurfing. Oh, dude, I did not even know Smurfs was in July. Well, okay. Well, at least we have a clear loser in July. No offense, Smurf fans. Watch that ends up being the biggest movie out of all of them. Sometimes these family animated movies, they have a crowd. Parents got to get their nosy kids out to do something. Smurf movie might be the best bet. Okay, so we're going to talk about a couple of things. I think we're going to talk about, now that we've seen all the trailers for these movies, who had the best trailer. We're going to rank the trailers, who we think is actually going to win, who we want to win, and who the victor will be. Okay, so as far as trailer goes, man, we had some smacking trailers between Jurassic World Rebirth, Superman, Fantastic Four. If I'm going to be honest, I'm thinking, you know, it might be a bias because I'm excited for this movie too. But I think Jurassic World Rebirth might have had the weakest trailer of them. Not that it was bad to me. Like, honestly, this trailer really got me excited. But I think the dialogue of the trailer really kind of killed it for some. It had some of that old 90s like cringe. Not, I don't want to say cringe, but it's like the dialogue just wasn't punchy. It was very much, where he was like, oh, they're gathering together and hunting. None of what you just said is good. It's going back to Scarlett Johansson's line in the Avengers, where Iron Man's like, I'm bringing the party to you. I don't see how that's a party. Ah, just good old fashioned lines there. This movie looks awesome, and I'm very excited for it. I love the idea of the mutated dinosaurs that were not perfect to go to the park in the first place, and now they're just left on this island, and we're gonna be seeing what's become of them. Like, I just think that's such a great idea. I know there's been a debate right now with some Jurassic Park fans that they hate the mutated dinosaur angle and that they're tired of genetic experiments. They just want to go back to classic dinosaurs. I don't know. I think now that we've gotten to the step of mutated dinosaurs and things like that, classic dinosaurs just don't do it. I mean, going back to that line that Bryce Dallas Howard had in the first Jurassic World with Chris Pratt, where she's like, attendance is down. People do not care about regular dinosaurs, so we had to make them bigger, meaner, scarier. In came in the Indominus Rex, and something like this, perfect. And I think it fully fits into the universe. But I do think, comparatively to the rest of the trailers, maybe not that great. Then I'm gonna go with the Fantastic Four as far as the trailer. I don't know if it was the way the launch event happened or the botch of that, because to me, I feel like they did botch the launch of the event. If you were someone nerdy like me, waiting and watching, like they had a good idea, but I don't think they nailed it. And also, when watching the Fantastic Four trailer, while I was very like, oh, dude, this looks great, world looks nice, all that, it didn't hit me emotionally the way the Superman trailer did. You gotta admit, there was something about the music, the score, the electric theme, the crypto, the way Superman was hurt, like something emotionally hit whenever I saw that Superman trailer. And here I was just more like, dude, the thing looks awesome. The costumes look great. The setting looks good. Man, I hope the movie is good. But when I saw that Superman trailer, it wasn't so much about, oh, I hope it's good. It was like, oh, this better be good. If it's not going to be good, I'm going to be disappointed. It had that feel. But I still really love this trailer and what it's setting up. Like this moment in particular with the thing. Like that's great. That's going to lead to some awesome storytelling. But also, not everybody loves this look of the thing. I've been really learning. A lot of people are not a fan of the look of the thing. I think it's mainly us nerds who are in the know and are understanding where they're pulling the inspiration from the early 60s Jack Kirby comics of this thing look. Because when I showed this trailer to my girl, she was like, why is his head small? Why has he got that unibrow? And on my Instagram comments, where I got 1 million views, Instagram Reels, you could check it out on mine, where I did my trailer reaction, top comments, 3 top comments about how much they don't like the look of the thing. And I'm like, what? This guy looks perfect. What do you mean? But it's a lot of understanding why they chose that look, where it came from, the inspiration, and maybe some of that knowledge just isn't that interesting or exciting. Some people are just like, I kind of like the 2005 thing better. That looked cooler. So I don't know. We'll see how it ends up happening. Maybe not everyone ends up jiving with this old look, but I think, dude, looks awesome. Some people, yeah, see here we got him right now. He does look weird, to be honest. Oh, hey, don't you talk about the thing like that before I go smurfing you. All right? I'm an influencer. I could do it too. Okay, so as far as trailer goes, that's how I have it. The Jurassic World Rebirth, Fantastic Four, Superman trailer. All right. As far as who wins the month in terms of money, dude, your guess is as good as mine right now, because the Jurassic Park franchise is a consistent $1 billion movie. And right now with Superman, even the most optimistic, happy Superman fans, which I consider myself to be one, I cannot guarantee you Superman makes $1 billion. Not when it's also sandwiched between gigantic movies like this. I think Jurassic World Rebirth might, if it's good, that's going to be a big if. Because even Dominion was not great. And that, I think, cracked the $1 billion. If Rebirth is good, it can hit that $1 billion and then overshadow both Superman and Fantastic Four. Now, The MCU also very great track record of hitting $1 billion. And, Deadpool and Wolverine just did it. It feels like there's some sort of nostalgic attachment right now with the Fantastic Four, right? Because these are characters a lot of us grew up with. We have seen them done multiple times, and it's like they're finally in the MCU. But I'm like, I'm still down. Like, how did Guardians 3 not hit $1 billion? Guardians 3 should have done that. Such a lovely movie, and it barely hit to 800. Will this do that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it will. Someone just wrote Super Goon in the chat. What? We are being serious, and that is how you argue back with me? So I'll be on. Who might win? The dinosaurs, dude. The dinosaurs might take it. I don't know. Does DC still have that stank where the general audience is like, DC movies suck, no one watches DC movies? Or do enough people now know Superman is the real start to a new universe and they want to be in the know? That next Superman trailer, I think, is going to do a lot to whether it's going to get a lot of general people going to the audience. We'll see what the sneak peek holds. That's coming this Sunday, right? Oh, dude, that's going to be interesting to see what that ends up looking like. But yeah, as far as who wins it, it might be Jurassic World. I think the best trailer goes to Superman. And honestly, my two picks I'm most excited for is Superman or Fantastic Four. If I can only pick one right now, it is Superman. But dude, that Fantastic Four trailer really was good. Really was good. So, Jurassic Rebirth. Dude, that word, that is like one of the funniest new phrases. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. So we'll see what you guys end up thinking. I want to know from you, who do you think ends up winning the month of July in 2025? Jurassic World Rebirth, Superman, Fantastic Four. Who had the better trailer? Who's going to have the best opening weekend? Like, one movie could end up making more money long term, but opening weekend, who's going to have the biggest splash? I go to Superman. But then Fantastic Four has a pretty good track record of good opening weekends. Oh, dude, lot of crazy stuff to deal with there. A lot of crazy stuff to deal with there. All right, that's how we go. Okay, so we finished with what the main topics I had. Apologies for not having a whole ton of them, guys. But that's what we had to talk about. So now I go into seeing your guys' super chats. But before that, I do want to pay some love to the Reddit because we had been gone for a little bit, and maybe the Reddit can hold some stuff that'll keep us entertained without feeling too ashamed of who we've become. Jeez, Louise, come on. No, not gonna. Why is it not loading? Jeez, well, that's embarrassing. What the heck is going on with my internet? Am I slowing down for you guys? Is my thing? Oh, is Reddit down? They finally got rid of the Reddit? Okay, there we go. Here we go. Happy birthday, Chris. Yes, me with the dog of Deadpool and Wolverine at the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere, where I met John Watson, became his best friend. Good stuff, good stuff. Our leader, Chris, recovering from the flu. Happy birthday. I don't even know where this is from. What is that? I made an edit. Oh, geez. Well, I guess it better not be copyright, man. You take my video down, I'm going to take you down. I'm going to take you downtown. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. So the Reddit's being deleted tonight, and no one will ever be allowed to post on it again. Oh, that's me. Ignoring the city's cry for help and doing what I need to. Oh, everybody always thinks this is me. This is not me. Although I understand the striking resemblance. I was just informed that you can see a random soldier get to Transformers 2. I didn't see it. Well. Spectacular, spectacular, Spider-Man. Spectacular, spectacular, Spider-Man. Perfect. Go, Ben. Go, Ben. Okay. Three C out of context. If it's about your Minecraft girlfriend leaving you, you had me at Hitler. Yeah, that's right. That Rex gonna give you the D. That is a sexy cop. I'm innocent. None of this has happened, and this is all AI. Oh, dude, look at me looking like that, man. No one mentioned Wolverine videos. Damn, Chris, you look so... What is this? I don't even know who this is. I look like a rip-off Dr. Octopus. Hello, Peter. I wish these were real. I know people, the Fantastic Four popcorn buckets going around, those are fan edits. As awesome as they look, those popcorn buckets are fan edits. Oh, yeah, I remember this. People said I look like the guy from Final Destination 2. I'll be sure to bring that up whenever I review those movies. Oh, video cannot be played. You did something wrong. What the heck? The post-credit scene? It's my life story, Spermagedan. This is me in the post-credit scene. Like and subscribe.
Our village.
Oh.
Every day is a party. Every Smurf.
One more time.
Day is a party. Every Smurf.
Oh yes, I was blue. I forgot I was blue on the channel. It's Smurfing time. Influencer Smurf, no, please. I have a family. 3C Smurf or the devil, you choose. What the heck? I tried. Okay. That's not a bad Smurf. I look like I just got some Spermagedan on my head. How come you never talk about Dexter? I like Dexter. It's a good show. Wait till Resurrection comes on. Who the heck is this? I do not look very good. Very good. Very good stuff there. Since apparently Chris's birthday, here's my fan art of his favorite Sonic quote. I don't... 3C. Okay. Well, thank you for that. That's nice. Some good art. Oh, MySpace Smurf is dead. Payphone Smurf is dead. Talk to the hand Smurf. He will be handed. Michael Duke. Who's Dukas? Oh, chill 3C. That's pretty good. Oh, man, dude. I can't wait. Superman looks so good. All these nice comic accurate suits. Fantastic. It's fantastic. Say that again. Oh, nice fan art. I look good. Yeah.
Who's this guy down here? I'm Chris Parker.
Oh, me with the boys just chilling. You made a trailer. Sounds like it's got some copyrighted music though. This has been a video that's a long time coming. Man, everybody's getting a multiverse. I wonder what mine would look like. Oh my god. Wait.
So many of the Batman Funko Pops. I can feel them energizing me, changing me. What's going on? I'm reaching my final form.
Look, Noah, I bought my first Funko Pop. These things are actually kind of cute. I can't believe I used to hate them. What the hell, man? That was my dog!
Don't worry about him. I'm you from the future, and he'll chew up one of your favorite Funko Pops. Our journey was long, fellas.
When did I make these? What? Oh, epic me. Epic man.
send them through.
Ashley cameo.
You like? Wait, is there anything else I should know about the future? No.
Give me 10 tickets to that movie now. That was fire. That was fire. That was Smurftastic. Say that again. Good stuff. Good. Oh. Super good. I don't think I've seen Eden Lake. Spider-Man show's been going good. I catched up on the last couple episodes. So far, so good still.
I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, guys.
Oh, it's a compilation of my intros. If you guys care to. It's 5 minutes. That's kind of a lot, so we'll just keep moving. Fantastic Four. Good oh, perfect. That's what I needed. Right there. Take that in. Enjoy it. I love you guys. You guys make me feel so smurfing. Okay, good stuff. Let's now smurf around and not tell her smurf. Okay, good stuff. Let's go in. Thoughts on the new Spider-Man episodes? I'm liking it so far. Okay, so the next 3 episodes, we have now Norman Osborn, who's building him his suits. Which kind of interesting how they went through giving him different suits. Ignoring their comic book origins, which I don't even think there are that many. The Dusk suit, the Beetle suit, and the I forget what the other one was called. It's fine. I'm liking the Lonnie Lincoln stuff good, and I'm liking how Peter at one point was like ready to quit and give up as like his partnership with Norman, because he's like, this just isn't right. It shouldn't be happening this way, and he did not want to have handouts and things like that. I'm like, dude, yes. Excuse me, guys. Jeez. Oh. That's how I want Peter, is like, I hated that he just takes in, the Stark suits and whatnot in the MCU. So like they're doing stuff where I'm like, I like this, and I wish the MCU would have done this kind of stuff with Peter. As far as where the story goes, I'm still curious, because I wasn't crazy about Harry already learning about Peter and his identity, but it's like, all right, we'll see how that goes. It's going good. I still don't think amazing or coming to the level of like Spectacular Spider-Man or the old 90s Spider-Man show, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Happy belated birthday, by the way. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. All right. Is Smurfs multiverse story will meet Sony Smurfs? I don't think it is a multiverse story anymore. I know we heard those rumors that it was like a time travel story or things like that. Honestly, that's going to be one of those movies I'm not going to be looking forward to watching. It did not look good at all, in my opinion. 80s versus 90s movies. Only choose one decade. Personally, 90s. Very good amount of 80s movies, but I kind of like the fun and exaggerated feel of the 90s ones. You get a lot of good stuff in there, like Speed, Point Break, Pop Quiz, Hot Shot. You're forced to make a sequel to a movie that clearly doesn't need one. Which movie are you torturing with a second chapter? A movie that clearly doesn't need one. Titanic 2. Let's just resurrect good old Leo from the icy ruins. Have it be 100 years later. Let's say that cold ocean just held him, Captain America style, alive. And now they're coming out with the Titanic 2. Except instead of it being a ship in the ocean, it's a space rocket. And Leo now has to go inside the spaceship. And he falls in love with Rose's great grandson. Because in my world, movies are woke. And that's the way things should be. Draw me like one of your French boys. Yes. Oh, there you go. Good stuff, right? Got him. There you go. That's the best way to ruin all of it. What do you think of plot rumors? Okay, so I saw those, and they were gonna be part of the topics of last week's stream, but then I got sick, and I was like, But there's been these. Let me see if I could look them up. I don't know how truthful they were, guys. If I'm being honest with you, I think they were honestly a load of Kong 3 plot leak. I scrimmaged through them. It seems so detailed. There's just no way it can be accurate for how far the movie still is in production. But it was saying things like they were gonna bring in zombie monsters, like resurrecting old dead monster zombies that Monarch has like been able to like zombify and bring them up, and that they're hiding another secret, whether it's like a Mecha Ghidorah or something like that. I do think we will have another mech made by man, but I don't think it'll be like Mecha Ghidorah. I think it'll be like a Jet Jaguar or maybe like a Mecha Godzilla, a Mecha King Kong, because they like Kong a lot, right? But yeah, too early to believe with a lot of those rumors. I still think take those with a grain of salt. Really did not seem like something that would actually be happening. It seemed honestly like a far reach, in my opinion. Maybe I could find. You know what? I usually don't do this, but just because I know you guys are curious, there is a TikToker friend of mine. Oh, jeez, 5 Booms. Who did a video on it. I think he summarized it pretty well. Let me see if I can get his video. Sammy. Oh, jeez, I have to log in. That's so annoying. Continue as guest. Sammy, what was his name? Give me 2 seconds, and I'm gonna pull up the TikTok, and we can watch his video. Jeez. That's the first video that popped up on my TikTok while I was searching this for you was somebody reacting to the trailer of Spermagedan. Ready? Here we go. just 1 second in and he's screaming. What the heck? I love TCU. If you guys don't know TCU, go follow him. He's very funny. All right, but let me see these dang. All right, there we go.
First story details for Godzilla X Kong 3, and I'm letting you know right now, some of these details are really...
Okay. So if you want like a good summary of it, this was a good video. So let me just pop it up now. Now that I got it saved. And I was like, okay, this person summarized it pretty dang well.
We just got our first story details for Godzilla X Kong 3, and...
All right. Here we go. 2 minutes, 55 seconds. These were the plot details if some of you guys were curious. I don't think they're that accurate, but we'll see.
For Godzilla X Kong 3, and I'm letting you know right now, some of these details are really gonna shock you. They're calling it the Captain America Civil War of the Monsterverse. Whole lot of cameos and whole lot of surprises. And me and you, we gotta talk about it. Potential spoilers ahead if this plot leak ends up being real. It does come from the same source who leaked a bunch of plot information about Godzilla X Kong that ended up being right, so tread softly. If you need a reminder, this new movie is being directed by Greg Sputor, taking over from Adam Wingard, who directed the first 2 Godzilla vs. Kong movies, and Caitlin Dever, who's gonna be playing Abby in the Last of Us live-action show, has been cast in an undisclosed role. But when she was cast, Variety gave us a little bit of details on what the story could be about. It basically said that there was going to be another cataclysmic event that would have Godzilla and Kong at odds.
Obviously.
So thanks to this brand new plot leak, we got concrete details. First and foremost, it said that this movie is going to have a much more serious and somber tone. It's going to be extremely action.
I believe that with
the
change of director.
It's about the ramifications of all the destruction in the previous Monsterverse movies. The world leaders assemble a new government power to dismantle Monarch and take over all Hollow Earth operations, with the goal of no longer coexisting but sealing them in the Hollow Earth. Godzilla is said to take much more of a center stage and is back into an antagonistic type role, as this new government agency is disrupting the natural balance. He don't like that. It's also said that Godzilla has settled into his new evolved form, as damn boy, he's back to being thick. Shimo is gonna have a cameo type role in this movie.
That right there too is weird. Like the plot leak says already mentions like Shimu will have a cameo and things like that. I don't know. It just feels too detailed and specific for how far out we are with this movie.
She's gonna be subdued by the military in the Hollow Earth. And I know what y'all are probably thinking, how? Well, 1, through new Titan weaponry, most likely some type of mech or new weapons, but with mechanized zombie Titans, heavy on the skull crawlers, which I'm guessing will look something like the Titan Chasers look. but who knows what other
Zombie
mechanized monsters
Titans.
they're hiding. More on that in a second. But when they subdue Shimo using skull crawlers, this pisses off Kong and all of the other great apes due to the war. And now Kong and all of the other great apes are at odds with humans. He once believed that they could coexist, but now all he does is see them as tyrants, just like Scar King. Apparently there's going to be a montage of sorts of the government subduing a bunch of other titans. I'm hoping and praying that Rodan is one of them, bring him back. And it said that Zuko returns to take on much more of a comedic relief role. Since this movie's going to be a lot more serious, they need some comedic relief. But no news on if there's going to be a time jump and if he's going to get a lot older. If I had to guess, he's got to be at least
he's got to be older.
Now we get to where the Civil War bit comes into. Kong and Godzilla share a similar arc, but whereas Kong is still struggling with his faith in humanity, Godzilla said, I've had enough, I'm ready for war, which basically just makes this a free-for-all, kind of like Destroy All Monsters. It said that Kong gets an epic fight scene with the military in a major city. Another landmark going down. Godzilla gets surprise attacked by the military while he's sleeping in the Roman Coliseum, so we're probably gonna get an epic fight scene in Rome again with a bunch of these zombie titans. But that's when the glorious Mothra returns with the help of Gia to try to get some sense into Godzilla and Kong. You gotta still have faith in humanity. Now this is where the plot leaks end, as I don't want to go into any details on that ending, but it said that there's going to be a huge surprise. Apparently the new government agency is hiding something, and Godzilla, like a hound, smells something's up. Let me tell you something.
Mega Ghidorah. See, I don't know. That's where I was like, okay, we'll see. It sounded interesting, but it's just like, it's so specific and detailed about things with cameos and turns and here and there. I'm like, there's no way we would know that much just yet. Like, if there was a test screening, sure, they already started filming, maybe I could start believing some stuff, but like, this is like just so I don't believe it as of right now, but we'll see. So that's the plot leak for those of you who are curious. It summarized it better than me right now trying to Google it and look it up. So I don't know. We'll see. I kind of would like something a little bit better than that. You know, I was hoping for like a Destroyer, Space Godzilla, something huge. I definitely think like there is going to be more military or human involvement just because of all the destruction with the Titans. There has to be them kind of stepping in going, we appreciate you guys saving the Earth, but like sometimes y'all wreck it too, and we can't be having that. And since they already did the whole thing of building Kong like a mechanical hand, they ain't going to stop at building him a little hand. They're going to build other robots and things like that. So I don't know. We'll see. That I would not love it to be Titans, zombie Titans. That's just, I'm like, but we'll see. All right. Moving on there. I love how Warner Brothers is making some original movies this year. First Companion, then Sinners. By the way, Companion is my favorite movie so far. I loved Companion. That's one of those movies I missed my window on reviewing because I was sick. And, dude, I loved it. So if you're wondering my thoughts on it, I thought it was really great. I enjoyed it a lot. You know, there's a lot of great Valentine's Day horror movies right now, whether Hard Eyes or Companion. Either of them, I think, is really good. The only complaints I had with Companion is I hate how they spoiled the like twist or the kind of thing in the marketing, because it did such a great job in the movie building up that if you didn't know what was going on, the first 15-20 minutes of the movie are so well written and so well set up where it's like you wouldn't know. And then when they drop the needle of what's going on with Iris shut down, my jaw would have been on the ground. I would have been like, what am I watching? But because I had already known the twist from the trailers and all that, I could pick what the lines were saying and things like that and predict some of the twists coming and the other things that the trailers didn't reveal. So it's like one of those moments I wish they kept it to themselves, but still a great movie. Deadpool creator cut ties with Marvel. I did see that. I was confused a little bit on the context about that. Rob Liefeld, the creator of Deadpool, he has cut ties with Marvel, had a bit of a falling out with them. Let me see if I can find the reason Rob Liefeld. See if we can find an article, because I wasn't able to understand what was the reason. It says Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld vows to cut ties with Marvel after Deadpool and Wolverine premiere issues. Oh, okay, so he was having issues. Let's see. It was meant to embrace. It was meant to embarrass diminished defeat, he said, in his experience at the New York City premiere at the last episode of the Robservations podcast. He added that his reps tried to get Liefeld family into the party, but they were ultimately turned away by the studio publicity team. Disney is a deciding factor to have them say, you and your family are not welcome here. We tolerated you for the screening. At that point, I knew my heart and I couldn't go further. That is messed up, especially when someone like me was literally at the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere. And while I'm very grateful and happy, I mean, I think having the creator of Deadpool and his family probably deserve a spot more than I did there. And it's kind of sucks that they just like didn't do that. but there's been a long history with Marvel and this kind of stuff in comic creators where they'll take, a comic story and they don't really credit or do much for the artist. Not saying that they have to give them millions of dollars, but like some sort of appreciation would be nice. And just letting them be at the premiere is like the least you could do, and let them have a family member there. But Dan, that kind of sucks that that kind of falling out happens. I doubt Kevin Feige or them will ever really talk about it. Looney Tunes movie got delayed. Oh, it did? What the heck? Looney Tunes delayed. Let's see. They delayed it? Why'd they delay it? Looney Tunes movie release delayed as the Earth blew up shifts. Oh, okay. So it went from with a new release date in March. It was originally planned on February. Okay. Well, at least it still gets to come out. At least it still gets to come out, man, because I'm still sad about the whole Coyote versus Acme, and I know we had Will Forte this week doing an interview talking about he's still mad at Warner Brothers for what they did to Coyote versus Acme, and dang. Well, that's good to know. Thank you for letting me know about that. What if the characters from The Matrix fought the characters from Inception? Who bends the world to their will? Oh, okay. This is a nice little trippy question. Okay, so we have Inception. That's about people going into your mind and trying to inceptify you, which is basically plant an idea, you think is yours that could end up destroying your whatnot. But, do things that get, steal your secrets and whatnot. Still, the idea for Inception, what a great idea for a movie. Now we have The Matrix, where it's people who enter a virtual reality that is technically our real world, but we are used as human batteries. Okay, how do we have them versus each other? Would we then have the Matrix people in the Matrix sleeping in the Matrix? Or because you're technically asleep when you go in the Matrix through that little machine, could the Inception people then enter through the Matrix that way? These are the nerdy fun questions I love because it's got my mind jogging right now. This is a great crossover. I think at the end of it, though, the Matrix people win. Whether they're inceptifying you in the Matrix or not, because, they got some powers in there. And I never saw Leo bust out, dodging bullets and whatnot. They can imagine guns. I remember that with like the Tom Hardy scene. You must not be afraid to dream bigger, my son. And then he does that. Now you have my permission to Inception. So I'm gonna go with the Matrix people. That's honestly a great nerdy question to think about, though. Someone said, "You lost me." Yeah, hey, stay with me, man. Think about it. When you go inside the Matrix, you sit in that chair, you link up, and you sleep in. Could that then, because remember, to Inceptify, you go into somebody's mind. Could Leo then, through Dreamland, hop in there with you? Would time be different? There's a lot of factors to consider in there, man. Christopher Nolan, hit me up. We can solve this together, man. All right. Thoughts in Invincible 3 and new Spidey episodes. I just talked about the Spidey episodes and how I enjoyed those. I have not gotten around to watching Invincible 3. I'll be doing that after this stream. But, dude, I'm not hearing anyone talk about it either, though. Is it good? Is people enjoying it? Did Amazon botch the release again? But Spidey episodes are going good. Spidey episodes are still going good. Smurf has good animation, but why are we going back to the human world? Also, it's going to flop hard with its release between Superman and... Yeah, I don't get that, because it's like they're combining the movies where they went to the real world and then the animated movie all into one. It's just like, is it really that hard to come up with a Smurf movie? And is it really that fun to see, oh, look, the Smurfs there in Berlin? Whoa! I don't know whoever said that. Any updates on Creed 4? There actually was an update on Creed 4 that I don't know how real it is. For reasons. Okay, so for one, there was a scooper who said that they had the scoop on Creed 4. Supergin, I'm not sure how reliable they are, but they follow me, so they must be a higher level thinker. I'm giving you the pass if you follow me. Automatic higher level thinker. But he did post a scoop for the movie. Let me see if I can find what exactly he said. Let's see. And I just don't know how much I believe. He also left a lot of details about Mortal Kombat, but a lot of it was very spoilery, so I'm not going to talk about it just now. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. So he said, exclusive, Michael B. Jordan is directing again, which that's kind of awesome. I like the way he directed Creed 3. Jonathan Majors is set to return. Script is done. Creed 4. Okay. I don't know how many of you guys are going to like my honest answer on this, but this is just me being honest. I loved Creed 3. I thought that movie did such a great job of letting go of the Rocky Balboa stuff. That was great, and I loved it in Creed 1 and 2, but Creed 3 was finally time for Creed to come into his own and start telling his stories without the need of Rocky Balboa being attached. And the story they gave him with the Jonathan Majors character and all that, dude, I love that. The brothers at odds coming back together, fighting in the ring. It felt like a classic Rocky story, but it was all done on its own and great. I again loved Rocky Creed 3, and as a character, the idea of Jonathan Majors coming back and what they could do in there, I don't hate the idea when looking at the characters. I still don't know where we stand on Jonathan Majors and whatnot and things like that. I obviously don't condone what he did if being guilty of hurting his wife, but like, not but like, no, there is no but like, just that's wrong. That's a no. That's Smurf influencer Smurf bad. But just being honest with you, story-wise, character-wise, if there was no drama, the idea of Jonathan Majors' character coming back and the way that could work out, I don't hate that. I think that would be pretty cool to see what could go down. But it seemed to me also like they were almost ready to pass the torch off, and they were setting up Michael B. Jordan's daughter in that universe to then be the new Rocky, the new Creed. And I'm open to it. I don't know how thrilling it will be to start following now the woman side of boxing, but that is a side we've never seen in the Rocky universe. We've never explored that, and maybe that would be interesting. And she does have like the hearing impairment thing that can make her for a unique character. It felt like that's where they were headed with the story. So I don't know if they find a reason to bring back in, unless they probably kill Jonathan Majors Apollo style at the beginning of Creed 4, setting up kind of like a Rocky 4. But Creed 4, that could happen. Someone said instead of 5 big booms, 5 big goons. Oh, my brother just died, Chris. Can you give me 5 big Oh, I hate y'all. That's not even that funny. Okay, moving on. If you could mash up any 2 movies from different genres, would you ever consider doing movie live streams like this? Ever watch Batman Broken Promise? Oh. Okay, so first question. If you could mash up any 2 movies from different genres. Well, I was excited of the idea whenever they announced Time Cut of Scream and Back to the Future, so let's do that again. Someone do that right now, because that sounds awesome. And don't tell me Totally Killer. Totally Killer had a great opening, and then it went downhill from there. Would you ever consider doing more live streams ever, like watching Batman Broker? I don't know if like to watch stuff, but just having a conversation with y'all. Yeah, definitely. That's what we do now. You seen Cyberpunk Edge Runners? If so, did you enjoy? Unfortunately, no. I don't know. I do like your scary Art the Clown makeup, if that's what you're going for. It's very nice, Terror on Elm Street. Happy belated birthday, Papa 3C. Well, thank you. Thank you. That means so much. Papa has returned. Oh, thank you. Papa is here, and Papa is good. 3C lore about growing up Latino in the USA. It was funny because no one ever believed I was Mexican. I usually get Italian or Greek. It's always the thing whenever I tell people I'm Mexican or I start talking Spanish that they go, "Whoa, you catching this, boys?" Laughed at that, and I was also always then bullied by my Hispanic friends because they go, "You're white. You're a white boy. You're not even one of us." So I was a man who didn't belong anywhere. But other than that, hey, it was fun. There's a lot of stuff I hated, not hated, but I was always like rolled my eyes out, and now it's like I love it. Yeah, I wasn't big on like how heavy into the church my family was. It just that stuff annoyed me. But the food in our culture, oh, geez, Luis, that's good. But conchas and all that stuff too. Big fan of all that. Our traditions, like the way we basically have Christmas on Christmas Eve instead of Christmas Day, stuff like that, I enjoy. But yeah, good stuff. I'm happy with my heritage. Hey Chris, happy 30th, mate. Hoping you're feeling better. Do you have like guilty pleasure TV shows or movies you love to put on? I was someone that like The Office was my guilty pleasure TV show. I've rewatched The Office so many times. If not The Office, it shows. I guess I'll say that more. That's kind of my guilty pleasure in terms of well, I did go through a phase where I loved shows about jail. I don't know why, where it was like, Scared Straight, or what people were like living in jail, or like Life on the Inside. I don't know why. I went through a period where I would just watch all those shows of just people in jail. And I'd always convince myself I'm watching this for research because I'm going to be in there one day. I'm just that's the worst I can think of, is one day I was just gonna end up in jail, and not because I was gonna do anything wrong. I always had a fear I would be, how do I say it, framed. I've always feared. Watch, this is gonna be a clip that bites me in the butt in like 10 years when I'm like framed for murder. I've always had an unrealistic fear that I was gonna be framed for murder. Like I would watch those Law and Order episodes or those movies about people who went to jail who were innocent, and I was like, that's going to be my luck. That's me. That's my future. I'm going to end up in jail. Might as well learn about these shows. I have no idea why, but that's always how I feel watching that stuff. Yesterday was my birthday too. Oh, happy birthday, Logan. I didn't know we were birthday twins. Twins. Someone said, don't jinx yourself. I know, right? I'm knock on wood. I'm out of the woods now. But one day I'm gonna have a meme coin. I'm gonna have my own 3C Bitcoin, and then that's gonna say I'm gonna be the first influencer prosecuted for cryptocurrency. What? 30 years? Happy birthday. We are now the same age. Here's a birthday challenge for you. Marry, F, Kiss, Kill, Fantastic Four edition. Read, Sue the Thing, Johnny. Well, I'm putting you out of your thing. I'm putting you out of your misery, the Thing, and I'm shooting you in the Thing and killing you. I'm gonna probably F Johnny, cause when in Rome, and maybe if I say flame on, will it work? Maybe we just both die. All right, Johnny, flame on. Obviously Kiss Reed, and I'm marrying Sue Storm. Call me Namor, Sue. What is it? What they do in Tenochtitlan? Good stuff. All right. I hope they add Red Skull to Marvel Rivals just to see him interact with Magneto. Benji, you're evil for that, man. What the? You just want the dialogue between Red Skull the Nazi and Magneto the Jew. That right there. See, I laughed a little too hard at that. And if our society threw people in jail, 10 years, Chris. 10 years for that laugh right there. That's that's what I meant. I would end up wrong place, wrong time. This is my first time not working during a stream. Oh, have you, White Spider. Nice to have you. Happy birthday now. Would you rather smash... Oh, thank you. Just very casual sentence the way that flowed. Thanos was Scarlet Witch. I wonder who I would choose. The purple hulking buffing man with pretty stones or the beautiful warlocky witch woman. A warlock is a man, so why did I say that? We won't know. Come on. I'm taking that Scarlet Witch. Can I come to your birthday party? I'll come in my spandex. Man, I can't remember the last time I had like an actual birthday party. I'm just not much of a party guy anymore. In fact, for my birthday, I just like to go travel. I would have gone to Vegas this week, but thank goodness I didn't because I ended up sick. But because of the Super Bowl this weekend, and I knew there was gonna be a lot of trailers, I was like, nope, going to Vegas on the 16th. So that's when you'll probably see me not be posting a lot. But I don't know. I'm just not much of a party guy. I had my fill growing up as a kid. Um, I always had a Spider-Man party. Always had that Spider-Man birthday cake. Now I just kind of just want to be with the people I like most, you know? No new Spider-Man episode review this week. Yeah, with all the trailers and stuff, it made it hard to do it, and I didn't see a lot of demand for it. I'll probably end up doing like a finale review of like the show once it's over, the first season. Um, but yeah, I just didn't end up doing that. Sorry. Wild Robot won Critics' Choice earlier today. That's right. I got a couple of my friends over there. I think Austin Burke's there, Cody Leach, Sean Chandler, Griff. Good people over there. Happy birthday, stud. You're my first ever super chat. Well, thank you, Jeffrey Sosa. Your $1.99 is appreciated. Superman, Fantastic Four, First Steps, Jurassic World Rebirth, Smurfs. Oh boy. July is gonna be Pac-Man. Putting aside Smurfs, those other three movies, they were just so big to be all in that 1 month. It's gonna be crazy watching all the final box office results to see if they really ate away at each other or what happened, man. Because I still think that's crazy. Those big movies all right next to each other. Are celebrities at risk of being? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't follow that stuff. I'm just trying to make you laugh and have a good time. I don't know about that, my friend. What do you think are bigger haters, Snyder fans or MCU? Hey, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna go with the Snyder fans because they'll find a way to turn anything about their fandom. MCU haters, we're just more whiny. I think we're just more annoying. I was just an MCU hater a second ago talking about them Brave New World clips, even though I'm excited for it. But I think when it comes to an MCU hater, it's just more annoying. Snyder fans are just kind of like, dude, who are you talking? It's that guy who's begging for attention. It's that, you know? Have you ever seen Marvel Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur? No, I heard good stuff though. I heard good stuff. The Substance. I asked why you liked it. Good movie. Oh, that's one of the reasons, baby. In fact, right before I went stream, I saw like a gif of The Substance, and it was literally just one of the characters flashing their butt, and I'm like, that movie was great. That movie was everything. Eagles or Chiefs? Oh, dude, I do not even follow sports, so I'm gonna go with Eagles. Meh. That's the sound an eagle makes to me. Any news on Batman Part 2? As of right now, no. I think they just said, I think someone just like ran into Matt Reeves at the Critics' Choice and they were like, yep, he's going to be filming in London later this year. That's about it, though. I can't wait to hear updates on that this year, though, if we get it. Chris, you're closer to 40 than you are to 18. Okay. Michael Tomsick, banned. You're done. You never show your face around here, buddy. I don't want to be 40, Papa. I'm seeing Paddington 3 tomorrow early. Oh, dude. You just reminded me. I'm missing it now. I think I had an early screening for tomorrow, but I accidentally also booked breakfast with another family member, and I can't imagine calling them and going, "Yeah, you know that breakfast you wanted to have with me? Well, I want to see Paddington in Peru. Yeah, goodbye." You just reminded me of that. Oh well. Animated your kid-friendly horror idea to subreddit. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we got to watch this now. Please. Let's. What? I hope this isn't. I don't think this is what you're talking about. Let me see if I can find. If I can find it, I will Smurf it. Because I remember your animations last time were really good. Jeez. Uh, I'm scared to keep scrolling on here. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out later, but I appreciate that. Corvid Crows, probably right now on your channel, right? I'll check it out. Chris, are you playing Marvel Rivals mains? I sat down and played it a few days whenever it came out. It was fun. I had a good time for like 2-3 hours, and then I was just over it. I was not that great at the game. That's also part of the issue. I don't know. I just didn't get the hype. I was just like, it's fun, but it's like, what? After a couple rounds, I was like, I get it though. I'm good. All right. Fantastic Four needs to be adventurous, like them shrinking themselves down to explore the universe in between molecules and discover a civilization that lives there. Okay. That could be fun. That could be fun. Happy birthday to the goat and Miss Goat. Red lights. She's very much thankful that you said that. Thank you. Spoilers. Daniel discovered that Mr. Miyagi attended them DD party. Oh, but there is some Mr. Miyagi stuff in the final Cobra Kai season. Some good, some. Oh, okay. We'll talk about that when that happens. What had it worse, Jason Todd or Bucky? Oh, Jason Todd, man. Be abandoned by Batman, left for dead, tortured by the Joker. What Bucky do, lose an arm and get a metal one? Oh, I can wipe my butt faster now. Poor me. Yeah, shut up, Bucky. You always remind me of, oh my God, Lachlan Monroe from White Chicks. All right, time for another edition of Who Does Chris Look Like? Lachlan Monroe White Chicks. Oh, okay. That's not such a bad one. That's not a bad one for me. I like him. He was funny in whatchamacallit, in the scary movies. Bobby's got a baby dick too. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. I'll take it. I'll accept it. Not the worst thing I've been called from my lookalike. So thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. Late happy birthday, Chris. Mine's is February 9th. Oh, well, yours is coming up. Happy early birthday to you, Kate. Could you please say happy birthday to me? Oh, okay, Kate. My lady watches these. And if I don't want her running up here, pulling my ear and smacking me down, I'm going to say it in a friendly way. So, Kate, here with my glasses. And just, I'm rizzing you through the glasses. Kate, have a happy birthday. I hope that was good enough for you, Kate. All right. Enjoy yourself, though. Enjoy yourself. Is that the substance smear in your photo? I think that is awesome. Hey, Chris, would you ever do a collab with Caboose? I think both of you would have good chemistry. I would. I like Caboose. I think he does good Spider-Man content. I would watch it a lot whenever Spider-Man 2 was coming up in the PS5. And I think he still does really great content. I'd be open to it if we can find something. Maybe the Mortal Kombat movie. We could talk about that. Happy birthday, Chris. Glad you're feeling better. Have you seen Presents? No, I have not gotten around to seeing that one. That's one I wanted to watch too, and then I started feeling sick. And dude, I shouldn't have, but I right when I was getting sick is when I watched Hard Eyes, and you saw maybe a little bit throughout this stream how I was like coughing every 5 minutes in Hard Eyes. Oh, dude, I know the people around me were just like, oh, dude, I was that annoying guy, but I really needed to see the movie. Like Smurfs so much as a kid to the point where my coworkers got me Smurfs gummies for my birthday a few years back. Miss having her as a coworker. Oh man, that's actually sounds lovely. That's a good coworker. Smurf gummies also sounds delicious. The Scooby-Doo gummies, that blue one in particular. If you know, you know, right? If you know, you know. Oh, sorry. Let's see here. Hey, Chris, I'm back from my trip 2 weeks ago. So what's happening? Well, we've missed you, buddy. I'm glad to have you back. Thank you for being here. You missed me being sick and whatnot, but I am back and trying to be stronger than ever for y'all. Happy birthday, Chris. We love you. Red lights. Well, thank you for that, my friend. Jake Paul versus Canelo. No. It got confirmed? I saw him like joking around, like poking fun at Canelo, but no way he took his fight. Did he actually? Jake Paul blasts Canelo. He ducked me. Sources Canelo in, works Crawford backed out. Sends Jake Paul scathing messages. Hey, dude, I hope it happens just because I want to see Canelo pop the chops off them Paul brothers, man. I'm tired of it. I get why he doesn't want to. The guys are jokes. But unfortunately, they also rack in views, and people sometimes watch those events. And, dude, if it is happening, I'd be happy because I love watching Canelo fight, and I would love to see him knock Jake out. Love to see that happen. All right. Let's see here. We have thoughts on Netflix price increase. Something needs to be done. This isn't even a joke or me trying to be funny about, well, they're crazy. They increase their price every month. It feels like every month. It feels like I see a tweet that says Netflix price increases. There has to be some sort of law or something in place that these streaming services should not be allowed to increase the price every couple of months. You could increase it maybe once every 12 months. You could increase it once every year. Increasing it once every like 3 weeks, bro, what are you doing? That's just not fair. So I don't know. There's definitely got to be something about it. I mean, I'm not canceling it now, but it's just like, it just sucks to see it always increasing. One thing I should mention is that I'm happy that Kingdom of the Apes and Better Man are nominated for Best Visual Effects. Yeah, they did do well. People like themselves, them moving apes. They do a good job with that. I hope Kingdom wins it though. MCU has become so normal that it's not exciting, but I wish Fantastic Four cast a bit younger. What movies do you think will be the last MCU movie? I'm thinking after the X-Men movies are all done, reboot time. Well, no, buddy. I think the reboot is coming after Secret Wars. Secret Wars has got to be the reboot of the MCU where we kind of reset things and have stuff kind of brought to a new. As far as like the last MCU movie, dude, who knows? The last MCU movie is not going to be a movie they plan. It's going to be a movie kind of like that ends all universes, whether it's the Sony universe. Did they plan for Kraven to be their last movie? No, but it ended up that way because it just downhill till it crashed. And so, I don't know. It'd be nice if the MCU can plan for an end, give it a break, and then come back again in like 10 years. But no, they're just going to keep driving that thing until Star Wars. Like with Star Wars now, they're just going to keep going, push through the good and the bad, and keep hoping people watch, you know? And I'm still into the MCU right now. They got some ups and downs, but I'm still into them. Amelia Perez nominated, but not solid TV Globe. Travesty, man. All that Amelia Perez stuff has been crazy to see unfold. Hey, Chris, did you see the Hurry Up Tomorrow trailer? No, that's for the weekend, right? I did not see that. I don't know. Does this look good? What's it called? Hurry Up Tomorrow. I know Jenna Ortega is involved in the. Oh, it's Lionsgate, so it'll get copyrighted. They always get copy strike these trailers. I gotta watch this on my own time, but this is probably a movie I'll have to end up watching, checking out, because my lady is a big Weekend fan, and by connection, it makes me a big Weekend fan. One of the only times I've been to a concert was the Weekend. That's because she's a big fan, and I had a good time. I met a fan there. I was walking to go get a pretzel, and the guy was like, 3C? And I was like, I'm getting a pretzel. If Pretzel Man, if you remember me, it was nice seeing you. Great to see you live once again, Chris. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to you and Lady 3C. What do you think people hate movies having? Why do you think people hate movies having internet stuff like influencer Smurf? I don't get what's wrong with it. I just think it's like an annoyance thing. It's a reminder of something kind of juvenile or beneath movies, I guess, in a weird way, where because movies are supposed to be kind of like these bigger, almost events, and that's how it used to be, right? Like you would have TV shows, and TV shows were fun, but then a movie was like a big thing, and that's also was my problem with the Brave New World trailer. It's like a lot of that stuff looks cheap compared to some of the Disney Plus shows that's going on and whatnot. And it's cheapening movies. And so when you put something like an influencer, which is like a little fun little job on the internet, and then make it part of your big movie, it just feels cheapened. It feels kind of like, why are we stooping down here? You're a movie. You're supposed to be creating magic and awe and wonder and excitement. And you chose influencer Smurf. It would have been fine as like a funny 5-second joke in the movie, but to make the emphasis that influencer Smurf might be a big character throughout the whole movie, and now this whole Smurf movie is going to be riddled with influencer jokes of like, oh, we're in Paris? Let me update my fans. That's going to be a joke in the movie now. That's going to be a recurring thing thanks to influencer Smurf. It's going to be like, guys, we got to go. Okay, let me just update my status. We're going to have pauses in the Smurf movie to make jokes like that, you know? I don't know. That's my thought on it. You should check out the movie Premature 2024. It's the most wild take you can do with a groundhog premise. Well, I can probably guess. Highly recommend it. It's underrated. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Premature 2014. Okay. Top 5 shows of all time. Have you seen The Bear? I never got into The Bear. I did watch the first season and parts of the second season. The Bear just wasn't for me. I went into that show actually hoping it had to do with a little bit of cooking or that side, because I actually do I have a respect for like chefs, and my dad was like a chef growing up, and so I always remember a lot of times when no one could babysit me, I was in kitchens with him watching him cook and stuff, and I think cooking shows and stuff like that are awesome. And so when I was interested to watch The Bear when it first came out, because I thought maybe there'd be something where it would focus on food and whatnot. And I don't know, it was just yelling. It was just people mad. Like, hey, Jeremy White, the actor, is great at yelling, complaining, and get this stuff done. But like, just hours and hours of hurry up. Where is it? Let's go. Come on. It just gets exhausting and over. I get overstimulated watching it. And The Bear just wasn't for me. I tried giving the show a chance. I really did, but it was just people just yelling. I don't know. It wasn't for me, but like I was hoping it focused on food. Like I thought the idea was going to be a guy who worked at a fancy, super top-notch restaurant and taking the ideas of a fancy, top-notch restaurant and like applying them to like simple, crummy fast food. And I thought that would have been a cool direction and whatnot. And it was just, hey, you want to see people yell in the kitchen? Want to see it for 8 hours? So that was me, you know. But top 5 shows of all time. Oh, dude. I mean, I love How I Met Your Mother, Breaking Bad, The Office, like I said. I know it's probably like not the shows you really think of like the best of all time. But I don't know. I think about shows like I rewatch and all that. And I thought How I Met Your Mother's great. How I Met Your Mother over Friends. I said it. All right. Chris, what camera do you use for your main videos? I still use, and I always think about upgrading it, but it's like the difference is so minuscule, it's not even worth it. I use a Sony A6 400, and I think the 4K on that looks great. So this is the camera I use, have been using since my apartment days. Since I could afford a nice camera, this has been the camera. Like, this is the camera I've been using since, going on 5-6 years now. It's the most fun. It's the one right now I'm using for this live stream as well. But yeah, Sony A6 400. I could upgrade, but every time I watch the comparisons videos about like the difference, it's so minuscule. Now, a good lens is also important. I think I have the 15 millimeter lens with 1.4 aperture. So it's this lens right here. So this is the Sony lens I use on it, and that helps give me that wide view so that you guys can really see my space, and helps with the bokeh and all the lights and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I use, and it's been working well. Regarding R-rated animated movies, I want to make one that's a bloody action epic called Nightmare. Oh, well, I hope you do it, my friend. I hope you do it, because we need more than just Spermagedans out there. 3C, can you please watch the 3C out of context video right now on stream? Also, I'm a big fan. Fantastic Four. I've seen the out of context video. I've promoted it. I think it's up to like 20,000 views. You guys are crazy for that. And I just watched a bit of the preview one. I want you guys to support the people who put the time to put that compilation together, and I just don't want to watch it here for them. Plus, it would take a long time because that video is like 10 minutes long. But I'm very happy with those out of context 3C videos. They're so funny, and it makes me go, why do I be saying the things I say? I don't mean to. Hey, new profile pic, but still me. Well, thank you, Love Angel. I like it. I see it. You got your hat doing something. You got your face there. Good stuff. Good stuff. Rebirth is giving Jurassic Park 3 vibes. Honestly, I think that's what's making me excited about it. And I'm glad to see the Mosasaurus will have a bigger part in it than Dominion. Also, notice the design a tad different. I mean, all the classic dinosaurs we like are going to be looking a tad different because they're the failed looks of what they were going for the park. So all the people were like, the Spinosauruses don't look right. The T-Rex design looks weird, or this and that. I'm like, that's the point of these dinosaurs. They were all mistakes. They were all off. They didn't look the right way, and that's why they ended up staying on this island instead of being shipped to the parks where all the pretty dinosaurs would go. So, yeah, but you're right. It's the Jurassic Park 3 vibes, which is Jurassic Park 3 is my personal favorite Jurassic Park movie. Don't hate me. I just think that one's cool. I think it's what's making me like Rebirth a lot. I hope the MCU, I'm hoping the MCU needs to tone down the humor. I agree. I get the fun and the jokes here and there, and I don't know if they're afraid if they don't make people laugh, they'll hate the movie, but dude, if you just tone it down a bit, I think you'll be shocked at like how much more well-received some people will take the movie. I just called Googie Maps. Can I get 5 booms? Boom, 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 boom. There you go, buddy. South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut the movie is also my favorite R-rated animated movie. It's a top musical for me too. Have you seen it? Ooh, dude, it's been so long. I have seen it. Dude, I still like South Park. I think South Park is very funny. Sometimes I haven't watched South Park in a while. I like to let the episodes collect, and one day I could just sit down and watch them as they go. I'm behind on like the last 4 South Park specials too, though, so I need to catch up on those. But yeah, South Park to me is still funny. Spider-Man episode 35 reaction video. Happy birthday. Probably not a reaction video, but like I said, I'll do an end of the season review to how it all goes. And right now it's going strong. I'm still enjoying it. That cat floor clip worries me. I hope the movie's great. I agree. It worried me. I watched that clip going, oh, I hope the whole movie isn't this way, and this clip is just like a one-off bad kind of feely one. Influencer Smurf has either done one of these three: slept with Bonnie Blue, pulled a titty, or has multiple apology videos after scamming with Bitcoin. Oh, that Bitcoin Smurf and influencer Smurf doing a rug pull. That's not very Smurfing of you. The only thing I absolutely disliked about the Fantastic Four trailer is none of them had a bulge. I wish Invisible Woman had the bulge. There's no new Power Rangers. I switched to the Japanese show. Lupin Ranger versus Patronger is peak. I definitely know what you're discussing, and I agree, my friend. You look like Dwayne Johnson with turtleneck. I've seen that photo many a times with his fanny pack and all that. Thank you. I guess that's nice. I guess that's nice of you to say. If you can't play Marvel Rivals, can we get Marvel vs. Capcom 2 stream? Unless you can't defeat the Woz. I want to see the Human Torch rap in the what? You want to see the Human Torch rap? What's like retro futuristic? Do they have they invented rap in that Fantastic Four universe yet? Or are they still all just diddling their fingers and listening to that music there? This is the questions Kevin Feige needs to answer. Abomination in Doomsday. Last we saw was that Wong going to Comertage. It'd be funny if he's now a trained sorcerer in the time that he has passed. I don't even know, man. They really botched the Abomination thing with me. If we never see him again, I don't even know if we'll see Front Fade, the Hulk's son. Have you seen the new Popeye horror movie trailer? If so, what are your thoughts? Yeah, I think there's a video on the Clips channel where I saw both of them. I think both of them look awful. I like Popeye the Sailor Man, but those movies look atrocious. Nah, I'm kidding. Canelo versus Crawford, September. Okay, I'll still watch a Canelo fight though. But dude, I would have liked to seen that happen. Will what Damian Leone say on X affect Terrifier 4? Oh, I forgot to bring this up and talk about this. There was some drama in the Terrifier universe. I don't know how many of you guys saw this, but and I'm not gonna get too much into it, but I am gonna give you, because it's a lot. It's definitely a lot, and I recommend you do your own research. But okay, basically what happened is apparently David Howard Thornton, who plays Art the Clown, on his personal Facebook has been very vocal about how he doesn't like things in the new administration, the new politics, which I totally understand. I would even say I would agree with him. And he was very vocal about, I hate Nazis. I support LGBTQ, all that kind of stuff. And I, again, don't have problem with those statements. Still agree with Mr. Art the Clown here. And well, I guess maybe he was being too vocal in a way that it was drawing some eyebrows or turning some heads to some people. So David Howard Thornton, unfortunately, not David Howard Thornton, Damian Leone, the director, felt like it was his turn to write about his political thoughts and how it relates to the Terrifier franchise. And it left to a lot of just a lot of people not happy with his statement. I'm not going to read the whole statement, but here's the post of it if you want to pause and read it yourself. But basically his entire statement came down to, I'm not taking a stance. If you like politics on this side, great. If you like politics on this side, cool. My horror movies, and I think horror movies aren't that political. So I just want to make entertainment. Can we move on now? And because he was talking about horror movies are not political, or he thinks that part of them are, people took a lot of stands with that, because there are some very political horror movies. Like here's a person saying, Damien, man, I love you. I've always been a huge fan, and I love your work so much. Love the franchise. Love David and Lauren so much. I wish that this just wouldn't have been said. We need to speak out and condemn evil people that discriminate. A large following of the Terrifier franchise are LGBT community, and I'm gay, and I would never want someone condoning treating me like I'm not worthy. There was a deleted tweet that made it more direct, where I was like, oh, dude, that he was definitely then talking about David Howard Thornton. Let me see if I can find it. Um, let's see here. Let's see the deleted comment. I know I should have saved it. All right. This was the deleted comment he responded to a fan. He said, "I'm all for political horror films. There's a difference between making a political film and and purposely weaponizing your non-political film or the platform it's enabled you to have in order to push personal politic agendas and alienate people you happily work with." And so it felt like that was a target to David Howard Thornton, who was again just saying things like, "I hate Nazis and I support LGBTQ." It's just like, if that's the stance, which I don't think that's a terrible thing to say. It but if you felt that was such an agenda or political thing to say, and then that you had to then go, "Hey, by the way, Terrifier isn't political. My movies are just for fun. Both sides can love this, whether you're pro-Nazi or against Nazi. Everybody's welcome." It just felt like a weird thing to say. And so that's why you had a lot of angry people. Again, I'm not here to take a side or a point about what was right or what was wrong. Just say my personal opinion on it. And yeah, so many people gave their opinion. Some people going, "I don't think what Damien said was wrong." Some people saying like, "Oh, this is so tone deaf. This is that." Anyways, then we had to people like Viewer Annan saying something like this, which Viewer Annan has been someone that has given us a lot of whatchamacallit updates in the horror franchise, mainly with Scream. And he said, "So a very interesting wrinkle of this Damien Leone drama is that I've heard David Howard Thornton is not signed to play Art in Terrifier 4. Okay. There is trouble now in the Terrifier franchise, and I don't know what's gonna happen of it. Again, it's kind of an awkward situation because I know the people connected to Terrifier franchise. Damien follows me, and I wished him happy birthday just a week ago before all this stuff started brewing. He's a fan of my channel, which I'm very grateful for, and I love David Howard Thornton as Art the Clown. And dude, if you do not have him back as Art in a Terrifier movie, that is going to make a lot of horror fans upset because he has now created that character. He is Art the Clown. And now we're having trouble with the creative team, and they're butting heads about this political dispute, which it all sucks when things like this have to happen. And now we know he's not even signed on. What's going to happen then? Are they going to recast Art? Are they just going to like brush this all over? Is not going to be anything? I don't think he'll be fired. Like I said, too much backlash would come of this. But I do just think, and again, this is someone as a fan of Damien and whatnot, it was just a weird statement to make if somebody is just saying, "I hate Nazis, I support LGBTQ," and you were like, "Whoa, hey buddy, let's calm down those big strong words there." I'm like, "What strong words? I don't think what Mr. Art was saying was wrong." So I don't know. And again, I could go back into some of the things people were saying, like just the comments in general. Again, another one. Um let's see. I'm trying to find like the big ones. Here's like no one said, "I feel this is in response to some of the LGBT advocacy that David Howard Thornton has been standing up for lately on this platform, which should make this response as great of a look. Playing both sides at the moment just isn't a good take when one side is advocating for the rights and lives of minorities and others. A side is celebrating Sikh and splitting up migrant families across the country." So like, it's really nasty stuff, and I hate how this stuff seeps into our entertainment. And so that's why I understand why Damien would put out a statement like this, where it's like, "Hey, my movie's just for fun. I don't even think horror movies political." But I totally get why like some people don't let this stuff slide and all that. So yeah, it's divided stuff. Things are rocky right now. I don't know what's gonna make a happen of it. I'm gonna think it's all just gonna blow over, and in a matter of like a week or two, people aren't even gonna talk about it anymore. But it was a crazy day, just people just attacking from both sides, whether this was a good statement, a bad statement. It was something. It was something. I completely forgot to talk about that. So yeah. Uh let's see here. And you know what? This is a good point. Maybe what you're bringing up here saying Let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to bring up what this person just said. 1 second. I think he said, well, it depends on what David Howard Thorne was trying to call Nazis, hence Republicans, because I do agree. But there's other people who argue even if you're just for that side, then you are a Nazi, which I think is a little too extreme. But you know, people feel really strong lately, and I don't know. Who am I to tell you how to feel about something? All I know is, do I want to see art go crazy and kill some people? Yes. Do I want it to be David Howard Thorne? Yes. Do I also want Damien to be the director of it? Yeah, he's made those movies what they are better and better. I've seen what other people have done with them with those kind of budgets. They don't look like the Terrifier movies. So it would suck if this is how the franchise ends up stonewalling it. And remember, we did see. Now it also makes you wonder: is this why we were seeing reports that this is the last Terrifier movie? When we were like, they could make 6 of these Terrifier movies. It's like, was this kind of behind the scenes stuff brewing during the making of Terrifier 3 that they were like, yeah, I don't think we're going to make another movie with this guy. We're not working together. It's a Vin Diesel Rock situation going on. Who knows, man? Who knows? But we'll see what happens. All right. Hi, Chris. I'm struggling really bad mentally, but the live streams are always exciting. You're my guy for everything movies. I'm so thankful for you. Well, thank you, Hamburger. That means a lot to me. Any new movies you watched this week? Only I saw Companion. I saw Hard Eyes. Both of them really loved. Highly recommend. I was gonna see the Ke Huy Quan Love Hurts, but again, with being sick, and I'll be honest with you, when I first saw the trailers for that movie, did not look good, and then right now it's not rocking like a 20% Rotten Tomatoes, so probably won't see it, and I feel bad, man. I think Ke Huy Quan is so talented. He deserves a better movie than that. But no, nothing else. Was mainly binging the ending of Cobra Kai, like I said, and I'll give you my thoughts on that when the embargo's up. Happy birthday, Chris. Have you played Multiverses? The game is discontinuing on May 30th, and there's still plenty of time to play it before then. It's really fun. I have played Multiverses. I had a lot of fun with Multiverses. I mained LeBron for the longest time. That little ball dunk thing he would do, I would nail people with that. But it's also a game kind of like with Marvel Rivals, I was saying. You play it for a couple hours, you have some fun, and then you just kind of get the gist of it and you're done for a while. I don't know. Some games are just like that. Review all Superman and Fantastic Four movies? That sounds like a fantastic. Say that again? Idea. Yeah, definitely happening. Dogman Popcorn Bucket. I did see that they had the Dogman Popcorn Bucket, the bowl. Although I never saw anyone actually buy it. I did see pictures of it, but I never even saw it in the stores. All right, what if Fantastic Four in Spider-Man 4 to help Peter? Ooh. That would be awesome, but right now they're in separate universes, so unless something happens in Doomsday that then lets the Fantastic Four be in Spider-Man 4, we'll have to wait and see. Have you watched episode 4 or 5 of Dragon Ball Daima dubbed? No. Is it even dubbed yet? I thought they were still like on episode 3. I'm waiting for those though, because I saw the first 3 episodes in theaters whenever that came out. Hey Chris, do you think that Cinemark actually has 2 Sam Wilson popcorn buckets, one that is regular and one that lights up around the eyes? No, it should be both. I mean, it should just be the one that lights up. Pretty sure. Just My Opinion Reviews, great YouTube channel. You guys check them out if I don't know them. Will Cat 4 be in the top 15 best MCU movies? Top 15? I don't know. You know what? Sure. I'm trying to be optimistic and I'm trying to hope for, but I bet if I really sat down and looked at like my favorite MCU movies, I don't know if it would squeeze in there. Even just looking at that one clip they released. Thoughts on the new Weekend movie, Hurry Up Tomorrow? I have to watch the trailer. Like I said, I completely spaced out on it, but I know I'll probably end up watching the movie itself because Jenna Ortega's in it, and my lady's a big fan of The Weeknd. Who's winning the July movie wars? I'm going money-wise, I'm going probably the dinosaurs. But as far as like what movie I like the most, I'm hoping it's Superman. Freddie sends in some love. Thank you so much, Freddie. The Smurfs. Smurfiverse of Smurfness. Perfect title, buddy. Perfect title. We have here, saludos de Puerto Rico. Do you like Daddy Yankee? Does this answer your question? Dame más gasolina. Oh, me encantó. Tú me debes algo y lo sabes. Tengo el inventario. Dame más gasolina. Dame más gasolina was a banger when I was in elementary school. That's how I know it. All right. Favorite joke in Scary Movie 2. Oh, dude, favorite joke in Scary Movie 2? As a kid, I did not get the whole Uncle Ray Ray's got a game. Hide the balloon animal. But as an adult, I now get it. And I don't know why, that's a pretty funny one. I also remember laughing my butt off as a kid when they turned Shorty into a joint and the tree starts smoking Shorty. I thought that was funny. Of course, the scene where the ghost and the lady have fun. Should not have been watching that as a kid. Trying to think of what other. Oh, the basketball skit. The good stuff with that. I gotta recreate that. Happy birthday, 3C, to you and your lady. When Friday comes around, I'm rushing to catch home your lives. Rumor is Terrifier might be coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year. Ooh, that sounds fun. That'd be cool to get chased by Art. Can you review? I just finished it. Oh, can you review from? I just finished it. I was like, I mean, the show's trippy, right? If you have not watched From, thank you for all who have recommended it. Go check out From. That's literally the name of the show. Just From. It is trippy. It is crazy. It'll keep you on the edge of your toes. You might get a little frustrated, especially like towards the end of season 2, entering season 3, going, all right, there's just never going to be answers. It's always mystery, mystery, mystery. But the answers are coming. It's really good. I like that. I like that they do enough to tease a mystery and that they have crazy things going on, but they give you enough answers to keep it interesting. I also think that main actor is a really great actor. I think he really sells it well. There's also, whenever people die, you actually feel bad. And so I like a show like that too, because then you feel loss. There was that one character. I don't want to say who it was, because you're about to start watching it. But I'll just say the main character has to watch that person die. And I was like, that was a heartbreaking death. That was a heartbreaking one. But good stuff. Really good show. I highly recommend From. I remember I literally like binged it in like one whole week, and I was like going to sleep dreaming of things from that universe. Most OP Spider-Man. Probably. I mean, if we're talking live action, it's Toby. If we're talking cartoon, probably the 90s Spider-Man. I know you can play Silver in Sonic 5. Steven Yen also the one who tells Silver to kill Sonic is Mythos, because I believe Sonic movie 4, Sonic is going to mess up in the future and bring Silver and the true villain. That is probably a great idea. I think that's probably where they're headed with that. Introducing Silver for not the next movie, but like Sonic 5. You're right, because there's going to be some time travel, crazy shenanigans in 4. Post-credit scene, Silver in 5 being like, the timeline has been messed up. We got to fix it. Somebody better Smurf Google Maps. I knew that was coming. The Thing's eyebrows bug me, like Guy Gardner's bowl cut. Maybe because it looks good in the comics. Doesn't mean it looks good in live action. Hopefully, I'm just hyped. July, so stacked. Yeah. I guess I understand. I definitely agree with the Guy Gardner bowl cut, because I think it looks stupid in the comics and in live action. But the Thing unibrow, I don't know. It kind of works for me. I like it. I think it looks cool, but I get it. Not everybody loves it. I would have liked if instead of blue Sam Wilson helmet popcorn bucket, Cinemark made one blue helmet bucket and one, oh dude, a white helmet bucket would have been awesome. I love the white Sam Wilson suit. It just looks so cool. But yeah, we got the blue one instead. Reason why, oh, thank you for that. Meth Ellis. Okay. Meth Ellis. Thank you for that. I needed that, Caleb. Would make sense for the Sonic movies. For one, he's the best villain and just Thanos. He's a world destroyer, and Sonic Shadow Silver must defeat him. It's not a bad choice. I do wonder who they're going to make the big bad if they're not going to keep bringing back Jim Carrey's Eggman or Robotnik. And especially since they kind of redeemed him also in the last movie. That's going to be a big play into these movies now, is who can live into those shoes and actually feel like a big bad that isn't too alienating for the audience. Because Sonic fans will like any villain from the game if done right. But will general audiences like somebody like Methalis? I don't know. Did Kit Harington have a horror movie? Didn't Kit Harington have a horror? Did he? I don't. What are we discussing? Kit Harington. Horror movie. Wasn't he? He had The Beast Within and Silent Hill. I don't think I've seen any of these. Y'all let me know if they were at all worth watching. Thoughts on episode 3 of Severance, and happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Dude, Severance is also awesome. They are doing some crazy stuff in Severance. If they just came out with a new episode, I have not seen it. I think I just saw the last one, episode 2. So I still have to watch episode 3. But dude, I'm loving where Severance is going. It's getting trippy. There's already fan theories. This is like also one of the only shows where I feel like a fan, because after I watch it, I have to then I have to YouTube people who do breakdown videos. That's where I have to watch people like heavy spoilers. My arch rival, Paul, who won't sign the contract. Fight me, Paul. But that's the one time I'll actually watch breakdown videos where I'm like, need to see other people's thoughts and theories, man. Severance is juicy. Kendrick Lamar halftime, what you think? They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. I still just think that song is crazy for what it represents in terms of Drake. And the fact that they had that blasting at the Emmys with people like Beyonce singing along to it like A minor. How is Drake still alive? If that was me and people were singing a song just roasting me and accusing me of stuff like that, and Beyonce is out there going A minor. Props to you, Drake, man. I don't know how you live like that, because that song is about to be blasted at the halftime Super Bowl for millions of people. And it's crazy. It's crazy that I just thinking about that. It's wild that a roast song went that far. Won't happen, but I hope we see a true classic of 60s Spidey in the Fantastic Four, since he's goody buddies with Johnny. Yeah, probably won't. The Johnny and Spidey relationship is a pretty well known one amongst comic fans, and I just don't know if they could pull that off now. Once they merge the universes and the Fantastic Four join the main timeline, it'd be nice if we could get that interaction, but I think they're going to have to try that again in the future whenever everything else is rebooted. Top 5 shows that are still going on. Ooh. Dude, see. Well, from Severance, let's see what else. I've fallen off Yellow Jackets. I really was into Yellow Jackets, but that's a show where mystery barely answers. Mystery barely answers, and it's just I got so frustrated I kind of gave up on Yellow Jackets. I was trying to think of what other shows are popping right. Fallout was really good. I agree. Can't wait for season 2 of that. Stranger Things, yeah. I mean, I get hype in that. Reacher. Jack Reacher is honestly underrated, dude. Jack Reacher, I cannot believe how great that show is. Big smile every time that show comes out. And I'm excited for the next season of that. Oscar nominee Flow is streaming on Max next week. Finally, I'll be able to check it out. I'm starting to save my money from Comic-Con in July. Whoa. Buy yourself something good, buddy. We need Mr. Fantastic hand-shaped cup holder and a Susan Storm popcorn bucket. Yeah, I saw Boss Logic, graphic designer. He busted out those popcorn buckets, so let me just go to them. That way I can give him the credit. But it's just, that's fan-made, unfortunately. I saw a lot of y'all tagging me like, oh, dude, a Galactus popcorn bucket? Dude, that's what the popcorn bucket should be. A Galactus head like this. Dude, that would be awesome. But yeah, he came out with like, that's also a really cool one. Hold your drink and whatnot. And then kind of the invisibility where you can see your popcorn. breaking glass in case of emergency, you know, the fire with Johnny. And that, honestly, great idea for a bucket. The hat and the thing hand like that, great idea. But sadly, just fan-made for now, not official. A lot of people send them to me like they were real. I was like, I wish, buddy. But you know, Disney does go all out when it comes to popcorn buckets. So we'll see what happens. I saw Wolfman and liked it. The design was mid, though. I agree. I agree on both stands. Theory, Billy and Stu had a third under Roman, and that person is playing the long game. Probably how we then come back through flashbacks. If they pull it off, I'd be open to it. But I definitely need a really good explanation for why out of nowhere, okay, now I'm coming in. Now it's time to get Sydney. But yeah, these theories that, you know, Roman had an accomplice in the third movie and now he's finally back, we'll see. This is also your 70th live. Woo! 70th live, baby! Wooga, wooga, wooga. Sorry, I got text messages coming in. All right. Hot take. Hard Eyes does terrible things to Blumhouse's Michael Myers and Corey. Hot take. Hard Eyes does terrible things to Blumhouse's Michael Myers. I don't know if you're talking in favor of Hard Eyes or against it, but dude, I thought Hard Eyes was actually well done. I was like, dude, Spyglass just seems to be coming out with these freaking bangers of slasher movies that I wish the company would apologize and do right to Melissa Barrera, because dude, Blumhouse can't even make slasher movie this good, dude. I know people like Happy Death Day, but I don't know. Sometimes, you know. Gabe Garcia. Thank you, Gabe. Happy birthday, Papi Chris and Lady 3C. Well, thank you so much. Hey, Chris. Hope you're doing good. All Archangel. I'm doing swell, thanks to you guys. Thoughts on multiverses being shut down? What characters will make you play? Well, I was playing. I tried Bugs, and I couldn't get down his mechanics. I'm telling you, I was a pro with LeBron. The Space Jam days, they were in my blood. And I liked a little bit of Jason. I tried being really good with him, but no. I think LeBron will just always end up being my main. I think that was a fun idea for a game. They just, unless you're consistently updating it weekly, these live service games, they die. They die unless you're just updating. Because Fortnite has created a whatchamacallit, a bar that is just impossible to be met when you're just starting out. Have you heard the news on Blake Lively lawsuit? I don't follow it. My lady's always telling me about it because she gets TikToks and whatnot, and I'll stumble upon the occasional TikTok. It is just crazy. Crazy. So I don't even know whose side or whatnot to be on because I'm that uninformed. But it's insane how much behind the scene drama went on for that movie that I actually ended up liking. I saw that movie when it came out because my lady read the books, and so I was like, all right, and I was like, oh, interesting movie, not bad. But the drama is even crazier, dude. Happy birthday, Chris. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Hey, Chris, love your content, man. Hope for DC solo Nightwing movie with Deathstroke as the villain, dude. That would be peak. Deathstroke versus Nightwing, I'd watch that. Who's an actor you love that isn't in much anymore? That's a good question. Who is an actor I love that isn't in much anymore? I'm trying to think of some actors. Okay, so who do I love that I'm like, I feel like it doesn't even show up in movies anymore? I was like, no, because I don't love that actor. Let me see. Well, Jim Carrey for one. Jim Carrey's barely in movie. Mike Myers, yes, great answer, guys. Mike Myers, Jim Carrey, those are definitely ones. Brendan Fraser, he's starting to, do more. Well, he's been doing more, so yeah. Ben Stiller, his latest Christmas movie he did, Ben Stiller, come back and do some funny stuff. Stop directing Severance, even though that's pretty peak. Tobey Maguire, yeah. Tobey Maguire had a bit of a charmer way of him. Michael J. Fox, dude. Rick Moranis. Perfect answer. Rick Moranis, I think he's not done raising his kids, but his kids are now old enough where they can take care of themselves. And it sounded like he was going to come back to acting and, kind of have like a resurgence, almost like Ke Huy Quan. But Rick Moranis really hasn't been doing much as I've seen. See some people say Tim Allen, Shia LaBeouf, Johnny Depp. No, but those are some great answers with people like Will Ferrell. I think does enough. He's got a movie that just came out from Amazon. Adam Sandler's doing enough, in my opinion. Owen Wilson, I think he's also doing enough. Not really Jerry Seinfeld. Kevin James, you know who I think is funny, but I always never see him in enough stuff, in my opinion? It's the principal in Mean Girl. What's his name? Mean Girls There we go. This actor. I like him a lot. I think he's really funny. But I feel like I never see him do enough stuff. I think he's hilarious. Is it Tim Meadows? Okay. Tim Meadows. He's funny to me. I don't know. Anytime I do see him in something, he makes me laugh a lot. But he always ends up like such a small supporting role. I think the last thing I saw him in was this Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie. He got like 1 or 2 laughs, but I'm like, this guy's so funny. I wish he was in more stuff. I don't know. All right. Oh, Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker too. Definitely. Another super funny guy where I'm like, dude, do more. You are so funny. All right. For me, it's Kevin James. I miss that big guy. Kevin James did have some fun times. I remember his movie, Boom. Dude, imagine if we bring the Boom movie or whatever it was, that Boom movie he did where he was like an MMA fighter. That would have done numbers today. Are there any updates on Constantine 2? No, not that I saw. I saw there was like the closest thing with a Constantine update is that Warner Brothers canceled a Constantine video game. Okay. Happy birthday. You're my favorite YouTuber. Well, thank you, Crispy. You're my favorite. Thoughts on Carla Sofia Gascon and her movie? Is that the Emilia Perez lady right now? Again, that's another situation of like, I see the headlines, but I don't read too much into it to know, but it seems like, unfortunately, she's a pretty terrible person that said some awful things, and it's going to definitely hurt her Oscar chances. Scream 8 in production? Thoughts? I don't know if I believe it. I believe it for the fact that Spyglass is obviously wanting to milk the heck out of Scream right now, which I would be all up for if things were going normal and fine. And I'm like, these movies are great, and they've been pretty good so far, but we'll see how Scream 7 does. If it ends up making money, which, yeah, with Matthew Lillard coming back, it probably will end up. So, yeah, but in production, no. Just possibly just tossed around the idea. Fantastic Four. Sorry, I had to do it. Well, thank you. Thank you for doing it. I'm seeing Hard Eyes with my family tomorrow because my mom loves romance and my brother loves comedy and I love horror movies and my dad loves all. Do you think it's a good idea? There's going to be like a couple of cringy moments within the movie featuring some adult jokes. But I don't think it's so bad. Not like American Pie level stuff or things, or Spermageddon bad. It's just kind of things where it's like, oh, okay, just pretend my mom isn't next to me while this part's happening. But you'll do fine. It's still an enjoyable movie. Is there going to be a... Okay, what the heck? Will Hard Eyes be enjoyable to see with family? Like I said, if your family's cool enough, because like I said, my family growing up, we would sit down and watch American Pie movies like they were nothing, which is kind of crazy. So we, like in my family, we just kind of like got used to that, and we would tell my dad would always be like, "Remember, these are movies; it's just for fun." Da da da. So it's up to your family and what you're up to. Other families, they'll probably I don't know. I can't imagine doing that with my kids when I have them. Which actor deserves an Oscar just for surviving the worst movie they were in? Well, probably. Excuse me, guys. This cough, I hate it. Al Pacino in Jack and Jill. Probably that one. Yo, Chris, what's your worst collecting story? Oh, dude. Well, it's probably just how crazy I let Funko Pops take over my life to where I just had over 1,000 of them. And then when it was time to move, a big chunk of my move dedicated to just putting Funko Pops in boxes that it turned me off to the whole collecting. I just became so distasted and all just because of how much space was taken up. And honestly, that's just the biggest downfall to collecting. It'll always come down to space and realizing it's just a lot of plastic taking up a room for nothing. But in my heart, I've always loved collecting things. I tried collecting little homies when I was a kid. I used to collect Mighty Beans. You remember Mighty Beans? What else? I was a big collector of random things, usually like toys and Marvel stuff. But yeah, it always gets to a point where it's just kind of like, do I need all this? Am I just wasting space? And I see how much it takes a toll on my lady too, who was collecting with me, but you could tell she's like, I would like my house to look like a house and not the back of some comic book store. You know? Uh would you do a meet and greet in Vegas? You should. I don't know. Would there really even be that many people would be interested in like a Vegas meet and greet? I'll consider it. And you could all like get in line and give me $1 for the slot machines. That's the entry fee to meet me at the Vegas. Terrifier 2. They made a plan to end at 4 or 5. Well, seems like they're ending at 4 now. Best movies of all time from Scotland. Are you asking me what movies are best from Scotland, or are you saying, hey, what's the best movie of time? Oh, hello from Scotland. Yeah, see, I need to learn how to read. Well, my favorite movie of all time is Back to the Future. I think perfect movie and a perfect trilogy. And I would love for them to make a 4th one, even though I know everyone's against that. I remember when you wore the Pattinson batsuit around for a video. Will you do the same thing with the Corn Sweat Superman suit? I have to, right? But I need a good idea. I don't just want to put on the suit. I need ideas for what to do in it. So maybe I go fight some crime or do something. But yeah, that's probably in the pipeline. Probably in the pipeline. Somebody better go Google Maps. Thank you, Nick. Grammy thoughts. Kendrick got 5. I didn't end up watching the Grammys. I just like seeing highlights and stuff like that. I'm very excited for the Oscars though. Not even so much because of the categories of the movies involved, but because Conan O'Brien is hosting, and I love Conan O'Brien. Where can we buy the monkey popcorn buckets? Oh yeah, it's gonna be at AMC. Pretty crazy. I don't know if you guys saw that. The monkey is gonna be getting popcorn buckets. Corn bucket, and it honestly looks pretty dope. That's a pretty dope popcorn bucket for the monkey. Hopefully you can actually tap the little top part and whatnot. That's really cool. I like that they did that. I enjoyed Hard Eyes. I just thought they leaned a little too hard with the romantic part of it. Okay, I understand. I get it though. I mean, to me that made sense. It's a Valentine's Day themed movie. I kind of want them to lean in that. And I thought since the both leads had great chemistry, I didn't mind them leaning into it. So, but hey, I understand, man. Since you like Reacher, have you read the books he's based on? I don't know. Like to me, Reacher as a show is cool, but like those books feel like I don't know, like books your dad would read while he's wood shopping. And I'm like, am I at that age yet where I want to read an espionage spy book like that? Highly recommend listening on Audible. Okay, won't regret it. Reacher versus Art. Reacher wins. Well, if you're still watching or in the playback, comment on this video what you think is a good Reacher book, and I'll see if I can find the Audible. The new dubbed eps of Daima are actually already out on Crunchyroll. Daima ends at the end of the month, by the way. Ooh. Yeah, I know Daima ends, but trying to catch up to the dubs. You said 4 or 5. Is that okay? Well, I gotta get together with my brother so we can watch them. Thank you for that, Blue. Happy Friday. Did you get the Dogman bucket or any of the Captain America? I need to go out and get them. With me being sick, I haven't gone out. So I'm slacking. I'm already behind on these popcorn buckets. That's not cool, yo. But yeah, your papa needs to go do that. Welcome to the age childhood consider officially old. Happy 30th birthday. Yep. This is the age people consider old when you're young. I never thought to be 30, but here I am. Still young though. Still young. Okay. Would you consider more BioShock when more news? Oh, yeah. If there's news on it, I'll definitely talk about it. But right now, I don't know much to tell you about the BioShock. Hot take. Matthew Lillard is kind of underrated. I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's accurate. He's a very underrated actor who did a lot of great roles back in the 90s. And then it just kind of simmered for him. And he's been coasting off, how do I say it, fan conventions, which he loves doing. Anytime there's a fan convention, you could probably bet Matthew Lillard and the Screamcast will be there. And hey, they always have stacked lines. People love seeing them. So, hey, good for him. Honora won Best Picture at Critics' Choice, even though it got no other nominations. Oh, wow. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. If the rumor is true that Sonic ends the trilogy, I want everyone in there like an endgame. Dude, yes. If that ends up being the ending, we are going to be there and we're all going to be cheering and roaring. And I like a Sonic crowd. A Sonic crowd is fun. That's good stuff there. I thought I saw Chucky move behind you. Hey, man, don't scare me like that, man. Don't scare me like that. German Valibus sends in $1. Thank you, German. What is your favorite go-to order for tacos? -5 de cabeza, and also PlayStation servers are down. Oh, I saw that, man. Maybe why I ended up streaming. Boy, was this close to playing some PlayStation instead of streaming, but them servers were down. I just de barbacoa. 5 tacos de barbacoa. Al pastor is also nice. The carnitas is also pretty good. So those would be my order. All right, guys, that is the end. That was the final super chat. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and joining with me on this Friday live stream. No promises for next Friday, unfortunately. It's Valentine's Day. Your boy does have to, try to pull off a romantic thing with his lady and whatnot. If there is time, there will. If not, Saturday, you boys. After Day Valentine's special right here on the channel for you. So we'll see about that. But I love you guys' faces. Thank you so much for understanding and just being here with me. Can't wait to talk more Moon News. And hey, Super Bowl this Sunday. That means we're going to have a Superman sneak peek to talk about. So look forward to that. Love you guys. Y'all are fantastic. Say that again and have a good night.